I think it did. I'll be darned. My overlay work. I get lucky sometimes. All right, we are ready to play Sunday afternoon, or if you're elsewhere, across the pond, as I say. That'd be evening over there. And trust me, it's evening because they have two fists in it and going crazy. The drinks are slamming down over there, so they are finishing off the weekend over there quite nicely. And apparently they're into beer and Oreo cookies. Apparently maybe dunking them in wine too. They're crazy over there, folks. What the hell is going on? Hey, welcome. Welcome, players. Welcome in, y'all viewers. Hopefully, we're going to get some viewers over from CobaltCon as Luke's session ends on his Zoom roundtable call that they're doing right now. But we've been busy all weekend running games and monitoring and moderating Wizards Couch channel for virtual tabletop CobaltCon, Matt's Con, that had to cancel, unfortunately, but we put it online virtually and had a great time this weekend. And they should wrap it up, and we kind of are going to be the bookend to the con, and some people should hopefully sojourn over here and say hi. But if they don't, so be it. It's their loss. We're going to start playing some D&D Sunday afternoon, evening D&D with the British invasion group, the Radicals. And that's who they are. You can tell. Look at those. Look at them all. They're mean, vicious. Okay. So let's do some introductions. I'll shut the hell up because I'm exhausted. I'm tired, and I don't want to ramble anymore. Too late. Demikos, you're up first. Say hi to everybody, please.
Hi, it's Lauren. I play Damokos, who is a tiefling sorcerer, and I'm currently looking eye to eye with a goblin on my own.
Delg.
So I'm Jack, and I play a character of Delg. I'm a dwarven fighter who was brought up as a gladiator, and I'm right in the back, so I can't really do much to help.
There's a reason for that too. Dwee.
Hi, I'm Rich. I play a halfling rogue called Dwee, and yeah, it's going to be a good session, hopefully.
Right. And last but not least, Alaria.
I'm Alice. I play Alaria. I am a high elf druid. And yeah, I'm surrounded by wolves currently.
That's right. She befriended the wolves in the front cave, spoke their language, got down on their level, and bonded with them. So yeah, they have thwarted some goblins in the roadside attack. Decided to continue on to Phandelver to deliver their goods, and beginning to get to know the townsfolk. Right? Did we do that right? Y'all did go to town. Or not?
Yep.
Okay.
We went to town and we met Beethalor and the innkeepers as well.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to remember because now I'm getting my two groups mixed up, and where they're at in town. So then I believe that after some quick introduction stuff going on there, then they decided to make their way back up to the cave to begin exploring, looking for. We don't know what do you all remember what you're looking for? Why are you here?
Because it's the way that I believe it's Gundren Rockseeker who put us kind of on, who hired us to take the goods, but we never met him.
Praetor did.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay, but we're looking for this. Yeah, we're looking for Gundren, who was dragged off. We went to town first and spoke to a couple of the guys there, and it all kind of clicked that that's where we're supposed to be going to look for these guys.
Yep, Gundren
so that's what we're doing.
Are their names? Yep, that's correct. And they ventured closer into the cave, to the front of the area, and encountered a couple more goblins that were on lookout. Dispatched to them. Started to go inside, and that's where Alaria did her druish ways and befriended the wolves. And then I think a few mishaps, or actually Damokos actually began to take the point. You knew that there was a goblin that was on some type of, it was in lookout or hiding above the bridge area, that y'all mostly have come under. Took that out, and Damikos then proceeded to try to sneak up the stairs. As he was looking up, stood, basically stood up and looked straight up in the air, and there was a goblin that came around the corner of a stalagmite that's there on the ground, and we cut there. Our dramatic cut from last week was there, and so I believe we did level him up because we are doing the milestone leveling here on this game now, and pretty much on this channel from now on, going forward with my games. And that was the milestone. Once they discovered the cave, they were leveling up. So I took the position here. Normally I would make you do a long rest, but they're in the heat of battle, and they need that extra power because there's only 4 of them. So they have to act a little bit more in conjunction with each other and learning and all that. And they're still learning. The training wheels are still on. And that's what we've got. So we were going to basically kick it off with some combat. So we get to roll initiative. Get to roll it up, folks. Please do so. And as always, I roll for crap. I believe we have initiative rolled, and so we started off at the back of the line, put in timeout zone, and that would be Delg, our dwarven warrior.
Can I go through them, or do I have to go through the water?
You got to go through the well. So you can move. Normally, they would tell you in most basic rules, we put everybody in a square. Normally, it takes double movement when you go through another player's or ally square, except for those who, I think the halfling and gnomes are certain races that have the ability to transverse the same location with somebody without a penalty. Or you can move up the creek. That water's only a couple of feet deep. Not much, may come up to you're high on your legs, you're being a dwarf. But you only have 25 feet of movement unless you're going to dash, because 25 would, well, actually you could move 5, 10, 15. You could get up behind Damikos at 25. You just can't, if someone is on a spot where you would end your turn, you can't move then, basically what I'm saying.
So I can move 25. No, that would.
So let me lock tokens, and now you can you can see your movement as you move the token. You can see each square is 5 feet, and going straight diagonal toward Ilaria, that's 15. There's 3 squares right there. The square next to her on the right hand side, on the east side of her, would be 20 feet, and then 25 would be right behind Damikos.
But getting past Ilaria and the wolves is 5 extra feet.
So I apologize. Yeah, so there's my not finishing my sentences properly. In my games, if you can move through them, you can. I don't charge a penalty as long as there's free movement around in the area and all that. And there's some room on the trail and the wolves and all that. So if it was a small corridor and all that and trying to move through, I wouldn't allow it. But I'm letting you know that you may move through the group to 25 feet there. Yes, I'll approve that. Now you look up, however, and all you see is Damikos going back to you, but you do not see the goblin because Damikos is on a 10-foot stairwell that's going up of rock stairwell. And that goblin's backwards, back there in the back.
I'm just gonna put my warhammer in two-handed.
Okay. And anything else? Apparently not.
No, that was all.
Okay, Ilaria, you and your wolves. I'll have them act on your turn. So I will change. They would go after you, or you basically, you since you're tied in with them right now, for the moment, you can all work together, so to speak. Because you were, I think you cast, weren't you speaking with animals?
Yeah.
10 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
You got a few minutes left before they won't comprehend you anymore.
Okay, I'm going to go to the staircase and help Demokos.
So you 15 feet is here, and Damokos is stepping up there, but you same thing. You're kind of moving up the stairs, but Damokos is blocking the way right now, pretty much. You can make me a perception check.
Okay, so we can't see anything.
What I'm saying, if you want to make me a
Okay.
perception check at disadvantage, we'll see just how perceptive you are. Okay, fine. You see a goblin. Shut me down.
Okay.
Because I believe you can see in the dark. You're an elf, right? Yeah, that's right.
So I'm going to use poison spray.
Don't roll a 1. Well, I think that's actually a ranged attack, right? Poison spray is a... Nope, never mind. It's a save. I'll shut the hell up. Target the goblin, give it the save. No, because I'd say if it was a ranged attack roll and you roll a 1, you basically hit your person standing in front of you. That's how I play that. A little oopsie. Sorry about that. Okay. Goblin 4 is targeted. Give it its save, please. The goblin failed its save. I believe it gets some damage. Yeah,
Not great.
gave it a little bit, and it just kind of... Who farted? Ugh.
Okay, well, I can't do much more.
What about your wolves?
Yeah, can they come up with me? Can they come and join me?
Yeah, they basically are going on your turn, so you're chatting with them. I think it's... let me look at that again. Speak with animals. You've got a... you can, basically give them... the knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence. An minimum beast can give you information about location, perceive. Their intelligence is not that great, but basically they're considering you a pack member, and so you can give them basic commands or thoughts of what you're wanting.
So if I say, if I turn around and say danger, come and attack.
Okay. So you want them to move up. They have 40 feet of movement. So they have 40 feet of movement. So you can grab, actually, they should be friendly. They are friendly now. You can actually move them. They have 40 feet of movement. Where would you want them to go? You can grab each token and move it. 8 squares, basically, from where they're at. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit more. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25 right there. That's 25 movement on that one. Okay. All right, and you then here, each one of them, here's their sheet. And you can see that they've got some abilities. So at this point in time, this one's on his own. He doesn't have pack tactics because there's nobody next to this goblin that's an ally. But he has a bite. So if you're wanting him to bite, you basically grab the attack, the +4 to hit, and you can drag that. If you notice, if you put your mouse over it, it highlights the melee weapon attack. You grab and drop. You can grab and drop that on the token on the goblin or in the combat tracker, and that will do the attack for the wolf.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I can see bite.
Yeah, okay, so right below, so put your cursor, move your mouse to where it says +4 to hit. See, it kind of goes blue. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can grab that whole word, and you'll see it becomes a dice. When you move it off the sheet, just drag and drop that dice and drop it right on top of the token for Goblin 4 on the map. Okay, so he tried to bite, and he missed. Goblin shrieks out, "Ah!" Now, the wolf still has a little movement. You can try to move him around. He's still got 15 feet of movement. You're basically boxing everybody up there at the end of the stairwell, kind of making it hard for people to move through there.
Gonna move him away.
Okay. Okay, that's good. He bounces there. All right. And when he does that, your eyes, you see kind of through his eyes a little bit, and more of the cave area shows up, and he will spy. Two more goblins.
More goblins.
Right. Now, what about the other?
So I turn around and tell the other guys that there's more goblins up ahead.
Well, you're right. At the moment, you can't. Hold on. You're still got 2 more wolves. You're controlling the wolves. That's the first wolf.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with the other 2?
Okay, I'm gonna move them both up the stairwell.
Okay. Okay, so you gotta kind of move.
I have to go around.
Yeah, you do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 35 feet right there. He's got 5 more feet of movement. Where would you put him? Or you can leave him. That's good. And the other one? 30 feet of movement right here. So there's 10 more feet. You go around the stalagmite to the other side of the goblin.
I can't move him for some reason, but...
Here. Boom. Now, do you still have the wolf character sheet open?
Yes.
Okay. So you can still, they're all the same. So their bites, their damages are all the same. Now what you'll notice though is Pack Tactics is showing you that they have if as long as another creature's next to an ally is next to the target, you have advantage on those bites. So basically the 2 of them can bite that goblin with advantage now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we'll just do a couple of, you can hit the advantage button and grab that bite 4 and drag and drop it on the goblin for the first bite. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to grab that 2d4 plus 2, the hit area, grab that text and drag and drop it on the goblin. Okay. Hey, the first one, now do the last attack with advantage. Same attack for the bite, but with advantage for wolf number 3. He got a hit, so give him some more damage. Okay, that wolf gets the jugular of the goblin and just rips it out. The goblin just was gurgling, blood just flows through the area, and that goblin goes down. Ah! Bad doggies. Bad doggies. Okay, that is your turn. Then you can yell at the group, more goblins, you know.
More goblins.
There you go. Well done, Alaria. Well done. You're a pro. All right, you can pass your turn. That's about it.
I have to trade places with Dwee, so I'll go and get him.
Oh, baby time? Okay.
Oh no.
Already, sorry.
Okay, nope. And so there's teething. That's what happens. We'll wait, while she goes and gets Dwee, Damikos. You can go ahead and do your turn, and then we'll come back to Dwee.
I believe I want to use one of my level 1 spells.
Okay, but you...
Which one?
Yeah, what are you doing right now? You got wolves jumping up, but from where you're at, the goblins are back there in the back. You're going to have to get some better vantage point to see the goblins.
Yeah, so I'm going to use a magic missile, so I'm going to move a bit closer.
That's fine. That's an auto hit for a spell. I'll show you how to run it. Okay, so you move up. Well, you're standing on top of the goblin as it's thrashing and blood is spurting out of its ripped out throat. You look now and you can see two goblins going, and very scared. Now, if you're doing magic missile, you can you hit the magnifying glass so you see the damage that it has there. Magic missiles are auto hits. You don't have to cast anything. You basically just fling them out. You're going to get 3 of them come flying out of your hand. So you may decide, you can target all of them on one, or you can start throwing one and do the next one. And if it dies, then you can move the last missile to the other one. You basically don't have to cast all of them all at the same time at the one target. You just start flinging them. So grab target one of them, untarget yourself because apparently you want to hit yourself for some reason. Click on your token once. There you go. So you got Goblin 2 targeted. So basically just double click, damage the 1d4 plus 1 one time. Okay. Bam. Okay. Ooh, why didn't it? Huh. I mean, you were targeting Goblin 2, I believe. So let's do that. Okay, so it hits. The Goblin stutters, standing there, almost falling, but catches himself. But he doesn't look good, but he's still standing. That's your first magic missile. You have 2 more. What do you do?
How do you select them again?
Double click on the token or in the combat tracker, either one, on the one that you're targeting. You had him targeted for a second, but you double clicked off of all of them again. So yeah, just move you can double click on the token. Not double, you got to control click. Sorry, hold down the control key and then double click the token. Try it again. Because I see it grabbing it. There you go. Okay. So then the combat tracker shows you got it targeted. So now you can throw your second magic missile. Just, yep. Wham! Slams into him, lifts him up off the ground, and he drops dead. A hole in his chest. Now, you have 1 more left. There you go. Oh, wow. You catch that one and it flies backwards, hitting the stone wall behind, and
Nice.
From the darkness that you see, Damikos, you see a stairwell, another one going up, and you hear a growling voice, "Keep it down out there. Clark, try to eat."
Let's go. Let's do it.
Did everyone else hear it or just me?
Alaria, Dwee doesn't yet. Dwee hasn't moved up. We just switched turns. So Alaria and Del, you can make a perception check. Alaria stops. She thinks she heard it. But you got a roar. The problem is you've got a roar of water, the waterfall over there on the eastern side. And Delg, yeah, Delg is back to normal actions. Doesn't hear squat. And unfortunately, Delg's in awe of you, Damokos. Did you not know that? Okay, so
He's my bitch.
No, we agreed that's not happening anymore. That's over now. No more.
okay, that you have a little bit more. You had 10. You got 10. You have a little bit more movement, or you can hold your turn. You're done with your turn. Your choice, Damokos.
I might just move closer to the stairs.
Wait
That's your
for me.
decision.
I want to go. I got to go
Yeah.
in front.
Hold on.
I'll get in front.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there and then just kind of see if I can hear how many
Yeah.
people are out the
You
stairs.
hear, yeah, you definitely hear movement, and you're looking, and then what you're gonna see is this. You're moving around, and you see a small glow of fire is in the room, and walking towards you. Just kind of haphazardly moving this way, is a goblin, and doesn't know you're there. Isn't really paying attention. You hear movement. You hear a couple more things shuffling around in there, and you hear another another growl, a little bit deeper than the ones that you heard before.
All right, I'll pass my turn because I can't really do anything else.
You're
now.
fine, yeah. And we'll be back to Dwee. We had to pass your turn.
Okay.
Now, Dwee, unfortunately, I believe.
I'm pretty far away there.
Yeah, and you can't see in the darkness.
Nope.
Oh no, sorry, I left you. Someone's gonna have to come back and get him.
Well, he can use the wall. As long as there's a wall there, he can keep his hands on it and move around, or he can go ahead and light a torch.
Well, I only just really need to play catch up, to be fair, because my movement wouldn't even take me all the way to those stairs.
Unless you
I don't
dashed.
think.
Yeah, unless you dashed through there and you used your attack action to continue moving. But don't forget, you have a new ability now, Dwee. So don't forget about it.
I get a new ability. I think it's like I get a bonus, not a bonus action. I get to do something else.
Yeah, you should look at it.
Oh, which is I can run again or something.
That's right. You can dash another 30
Damn.
feet.
So I can double dash.
You can move up there and still have an attack action if you needed it. You can move basically 60 feet, 50 feet, because you are 25, right? You're a halfling. Yeah, so basically you got 50 foot of movement right now. If so wanted. Get up next to the wolves. Okay, that's 15.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, when you want to make a movement, you basically you hold your control key down and you click that spot, and then you can start the next movement. You can actually, make a zigzag pattern with your movement and all that, and that will show you exactly how far you're moving. Yep, there's 25. That's 40.
Actually, if you say that I can get a attack in there, then I might just do it.
You've still got 10 feet of movement, or you can call it there. Or you can use your 10 feet afterwards. It's up to you.
No, don't run in on your own.
Don't attack just yet.
Yeah,
okay, I'll just
move up there.
leave my movement there.
You're able to start seeing a little bit because there's a firelight. It's coming out of that southern stairwell area. There's fire in there, so you're seeing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're beginning to see. That's why you run up there. So,
okay, yeah, that's where I'm going to be.
Okay, wee. Okay, and there's a goblin standing up there.
Can I actually see the goblin?
Mm-hmm. It's up higher than you.
Cool. I'm going to fire my bow at it then, I think. Because I'm next to Damokos, does that give me a stealth hit?
No, it
Something
actually
bigger
has
in
to
there.
be. It actually have to be next to the NPC,
I
the
see.
monster attacking. However, this is it's a surprise. That goblin has no idea that y'all are there. So
Yeah, cool. Let's do a stealth
sounds
attack.
like-
So it is
sounds like
stealth.
there's more in there, so we don't know what's actually in there yet.
Other than the
I'm
goblin.
just gonna
Yeah.
do it because if I manage to kill him on a stealth roll rather than him coming
So
out, then
you
it's
have
gonna be
advantage
better.
on the shot.
Cool. I'm
Alright.
gonna do it.
Okay, and then target him. Okay, fire away.
Get him.
Loco, you ready for Thursday night D&D? Mr. Bashman? Jingo, we got a ray. Oh, that's a hit. Jingo the fool. Ain't no fool, are ya? Pity the fool. Welcome. Thank you for bringing over the Raiders. Hope y'all were having a good stream. I think a little Starfinder action happening over there still. We are wrapping up our British invasion of Lost Mines of Phandelver and the wrap up of Cobalt Con 2020 VTT. Oh, now that's just not nice to we. That's an instant kill. Okay,
That's what I intended.
there you go. Yeah, Jingo, thank you for the resub there, buddy. I gotta spread the love out to y'all. I apologize. That is on me. To get back to you, Marbanian, and a couple of other crew members that are showing me the love. I need to get on that. That's shitty of me to not do that. If I would slow my ass down for 5 minutes and take assessment and everything going on, I'd do that. Okay. But thank you very much, though. And I hope all is well with you and your channel and your family. Hope you're staying safe. Yeah, you kill that goblin, and you hear a roar. What's the meaning of this? Ripper, kill.
Alright.
Okay, well, I think I can't do much other than move back a little bit.
Yep. And we're at the top of the order because we switched your turn for a second. And so you're going to go step in the water?
Okay.
You're going to go hide in the water?
Yeah, I just realized that's water.
Yeah, you could move
I'm
right
just
here
gonna
if you wanted
charge
to.
forward.
You could move right there, the way if you want to. Okay, Dell comes running up. King. Okay.
Bring it on, boy.
Yeah, and so you're gonna see you see a fire pit, so you kind of see him glowing from there. You're actually, you've got somewhat of a view of this goblin, but you're at disadvantage right now at the shot because he's just out of the way. Just barely see. You can barely see the top of his head on it because there's a fire pit right here.
I'm just gonna. Should be. Trying to think if I should wait for everyone else or just charge at it.
Well, you moved 25 feet. Yeah, that's your movement. Yeah, that's right.
You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
move
I-
anymore unless you dash and do nothing.
All right, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Wise.
Ilaria, you and your wolves.
Me first or the wolves?
It's your decision. You all are acting together. So I will let you know that they relayed back to you when Damokos and Dwee moved up there and they killed the goblin. There was another large growl in there, and the wolves basically all stopped. Their ears went back, and they give you the understanding that this is the leader of was the leader of their pack. He is basically the head wolf that's in there. and he is they give you another picture in their minds of the basically who the wolf is friendly with. I think y'all saw a picture. You got a picture of what a bugbear looks like before. I think last session. Here, let me give you a picture of what this creature looks like.
Here, take this inspirational card.
For Ilaria. Okay, 1 second. They give you that the wolf is befriended by this creature. You know it as a bugbear. Pretty fierce beast.
Okay.
And
I'm going to move up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move up and basically inform the others what's going on.
Okay. If you will roll me, so you got another inspiration card for yourself. Roll me a d20, please. Don't forget, y'all have inspiration cards, so don't forget to look at those every session. Decide if you want to use them or not during gameplay. Stack up to 3 each for this group, 3 apiece, until you can't get any more until you use one. So roll me a d20 first, though. Would you please? Alrighty, you got a 2. So that is going to be the bronze card. So will you roll on this table, please? Best defense is a good offense. So use this card if you have a melee equipped a melee and are hit by melee attack roll. Your weapons damage die and reduce the amount. Roll your weapons damage die and reduce the damage by that amount. Okay, so use this card if you have a equipped melee weapon and are hit by a melee attack. Okay, so basically you're parrying some damage that's given to you when you're hit with melee, not ranged. Not bad. It's a nice little.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
That's from Loco. Alrighty, so let me put that.
Wow! Look at how good you hit him. You hit him real good. Good job. Not being sarcastic. No, really, you hit him real good.
Critical hit for Dwee, huh? Okay, like he needed it. He already critted something earlier. Okay. Alright, well, Dwee's got a crit hit here in a little bit. So, now, sorry, Laria, we interrupted your turn. You were moving, you said.
Yes. What is my movement? I
30.
can't.
30.
Okay. I'm going to run up within earshot of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, stay on alert. The wolves have told me that there's the wolf leader and a bugbear in here.
Okay. Anything else that you're doing on your as far before you do your wolves?
No, not for me.
Okay.
Just the wolves.
What about your wolves? I'm gonna do them. They tell you to be
I want to
careful.
try and send them in.
They won't go in.
Okay.
They will protect you out here if Ripper comes out. They won't attack unless he attacks. He's the leader of their pack.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so I'm going to move them over towards me so that they're ready for a fight if he brings one.
Okay, let me give you all, yeah. So you may move the wolves. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Anything else? So your turn's done.
That's it.
You can pass your turn. Dewey, you got a critical hit.
What, given to me?
Yep. Apparently they think you're a nice guy.
Oh, amazing. Little do they know. Well, I think it would probably... I don't really think I could sneak in there or anything like that. So, and it's all blocking the path, so I'm just going to have to group up the rest of the guys.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
halfling. And don't forget, you're a halfling, and you have the nimbleness feat.
Ooh, okay. I will move ahead then, and let's try and attack the goblin.
Okay, here's 20. Yep.
Can I attack the goblin from there?
Certainly you can. You step up to see.
I wouldn't be at disadvantage.
No, you're not disadvantaged. You're seeing into the room, however. You're going to see this. What you're seeing is a large room. There's a goblin standing there. Over to the southeast area, you see two creatures standing there. A much larger wolf than the other ones, and this huge bugbear-looking creature.
Okay, can I do a perception check before I make any attacks?
You perceive whatever you like to, Dwee. What's that?
Okay, let's do that then.
What do you perceive?
Well, I'd like to see who's like. Well, firstly, I'd like to see if the wolf is chained up or if he's like ready to go.
He's not. I you know that right off the bat.
He's not chained up, so he is ready to go then.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and who is the toughest out of the goblin and the wolf? Because I've got a clear shot of both of them, and I've got to make up my mind which one to go for.
They're both beasts. One's humanoid, the other one's a beast. Wolves, that's up to you.
All right, let's go.
The goblin's got a sword, and the wolf's strong and has a maw and jaw that can rip your throat out if it wanted to.
Okay, I will hit the goblin.
Wait, I've got to get behind me.
Hey?
They're gonna fuck you up.
What? Who? The goblin or the wolf?
I mean, all of them.
I can move after this. I got like, I can dash
action.
afterwards.
You got cunning action. You
Yeah.
can dash away.
Nice. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you basically your tactics are to get in there, shoot, and get the hell out. Yes.
Yep.
That's
me.
basically what a rogue does. So you're playing it right. You're basically I'm gonna start the mess, and you guys get to finish it and run away.
I think I'm gonna try and hit this goblin without that crit hit or anything like that. I'll use that when I need it, I think. Or do I have to use it now?
You have to use it within this encounter. So it doesn't have
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
Just this encounter. You're in the middle of this fight. Yeah, so anytime during this area.
Okay, because I still got inspiration as well, so
That's correct.
I got quite a few things, and I still got a card somewhere as well.
Look at him getting cocky
So
and all that, folks. Look at
yeah,
him.
I know.
Yeah. Your call. Oh, just a bit outside there. And so, what you gonna do there, Dwee? You gonna
use my inspiration point and try again, I think.
Okay. Yep, that's right. Oh, unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. That's critical.
Love
to
it.
The damage. Dwee is stocking up on the. Oh my god. Just.
Yeah, I fucked that guy up.
That
I
guy
was in
goblin,
front of
yeah.
his head or something.
He flies
Well done.
backwards. Yeah, hitting the wall and you're this Claude no longer.
And then
Halfling gonna get eaten now.
I run away.
Okay. Well, Dwee jumps back. All right, Dwee. There you go. Ripper, attack. And this guy 1, 2. He stands there. Oh, look at all the pretty faces. Ooh, if that dwarf was a little bit higher, he could do something for me. But he throws javelin at dwarf. Hits the dwarf. Throws it straight in.
Oh Lord, it's already going bad.
Yeah, a javelin slams right into your chest. Wham! Ho, 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 ho. 5, 10. You come play with Clark. And he kind of steps back and he pulls out this Morning Star, big club with a big old spike coming out of it. Let's play. And then you hear this, this wolf, and he moves up and he stops. 5, 10, and he's looking at everybody to look at, and then he looks to the.
Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this.
To the pack, and they're basically staring at each other, and he is going to. Something's going on with them, and you see the big wolf, his hair bristles up, and he's barking and growling at them, and he's just staring at them. And he, see, his eyes are burning red and all. He does not like, and he basically takes steps backwards too, and he positions himself between Clark and the rest of the group there. Damikos.
What did you say?
Let's
Fuck him up, Dammy.
try and get him stuck or something. Whatever that spell that got him stuck last time was.
That was me.
Oh, was that you? Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Okay, fuck him up.
You need to learn to talk into the microphone instead of just talking to me.
What are we doing, Demi?
I'm just going to have a quick look at my spells before I come out from hiding around the corner. If I was to do the Thunder Wave, would that slam him against a wall?
It could, but Thunder Wave emanates out from you. So,
Oh, okay. So
immediately comes out from where you're standing. Yeah, you can't center it somewhere else. You got to move up there and do it, and they will take some damage, and if they fail their save, yes, they're pushed back.
Oh, okay. So I'd end up pushing everyone else away. I'll go back to the magic missile then.
Okay, so you make sure now you've used one spell slot already, so you need to check that off. You got to, when you cast your spells, you got to remember to check those off in your spell slots up above, your spell areas and all that. Don't forget that. Okay, so you move over 5 feet. You see the two creatures. Ooh, horny man wants to play. I'll break those horns off and shove them up your backside.
Try me, bitch.
I'm not your bitch. Delg is, I thought. That's what the rumor around the area is.
Not anymore.
I'm going to go for big boy first.
People are like going, what the hell are they talking about? It's an inside joke. You got to watch the first session. Yep, you can, go right ahead. Target him. He's been saying is what his name is, so it's not like y'all don't know. All right, the first one hits. He kind of slams into him. You see some fur sizzle, and he just kind of, oh, that tickled. Is that the best you got? Oh, that one hurt. He did, good shot. Still tickled. Actually, make Clark smell better. Got one more. Not bad. Okay. Check off another spell slot. Your 3 magic missiles slam into them. Now you still have movement, or you can stop your action. Okay. Damikos runs
I'm
away
gonna
too.
move away.
Okay. All right. Pass your turn. No derps today for Delg. Oh, Delg gets advantage for advantage roll. Loco understands what it's for, what it is for Delg. All right, Delg. So you got advantage.
Charge it in.
Yep. So you charge in. Well, you're charging right on the wolf. There's a wolf right here. Yeah, just usually try to end your movement in the center of a square. That'll tell you, and you're good on everything. So you ran up, and there's a wolf.
I just wanted to just dive bomb on the wolf.
So you can jump him, or you can, if you're attacking the wolf, or you can move to the 5 feet to the side.
Just smash him in the face.
Yeah, that's fine. Go right ahead. Target the wolf. Look, the little dwarf wants to play. Okay.
Did you say I get advantage on this one, or was it?
Yeah, you have advantage. That's right. You were given advantage for your attack. So you click advantage and make the swing. That's correct, sir. Hit. Yep. Slam into him. He yells, but does a good bit of damage, but the wolf is still standing. You did hurt it, though. Pretty badly. Don't forget your new ability. Delg. Remember what it is?
Yeah, I'm just reading it now.
So that you can save it for the...
I'm going to save that. Yeah, I'm going to save that.
Perfectly legit. Yep, sure can. All right, Laria and your wolves. They let you know that that is the leader of their pack, and he was trying to get them to obey his commands, and they basically, if Clark comes out to attack you, they will attack, but they won't go in there out of respect of their leader.
Okay, so I'm going to move up to the bottom of the stairwell in that case. And I'm just thinking about what attack to use, because I haven't used one of them yet, so I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go.
Fine.
I'm not even sure it's going to work in this situation. So I might just use... Well, I was thinking about using Fairy Fire, because I've been...
Okay, so what that basically will do is... Really? Where is your Fairy Fire? Where is it? Oh, you need to get it. Oh, yeah. So you gotta click... Yeah, there we go. I was like, what's in combat? There we go. Now you can see Fairy Fire. So you... Wait. Where? What the hell's going on? Fairy Fire is not showing up. Why not? Under... It's prepped. How many spells... Hold on, I'm trying to see...
Keeps popping up and disappearing.
Yeah, spell slots 3. I'm trying to see why it's not showing. I'm turning it on at prep, so that should be able to show it then. So just leave it on prep for the moment. Okay, so what? Yeah, Fairy Fire it's not an attack action. It basically, if they fail their save, they get lit up in a whatever color kind of fairy fire you want, covers their body, and it basically grants advantage on attacks to anybody else that's attacking because it's lighting them up. It's making them a brighter target. So it's basically granted, it gives the other attackers advantage on their attacks because of what you've done.
Okay, I think I'm going to use that.
Okay, so you can target the individual. And then throw the save. They failed. So then what you do is then with Clarg, you grab the effect that's below that, and you drag and drop that on Clarg. The grand advantage attack. Yep, there you go. You check off your spell slot, you go to combat. Actually, they're done with spells then, it looks like. That's why it's not showing up. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's the reason it's showing up. All your spell slots have been used. That's why.
Have they?
Yeah, you haven't had a rest yet. And you used Cure Wounds, you've used Entangle and Speak with Animals. You've used them all. So you're fine. I'll let you have Fairy Fire for the moment, but that's why. When you go to combat, you want to...
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's happening there because you have all 3 spell slots used. So... But
yeah, makes sense.
So...
Thank you.
Okay. That's it for you. But your wolves, yeah, the wolves are basically letting you know that, as long as you stay within there, 5 feet of them, anything that comes and attacks you, they will rip their throat out.
Thank you, Wolfies.
Okay, I'm going to move on up in there, I think.
Okay.
The map's confused.
Okay, and then I think I will try and hit Clarg with that critical roll, please.
Okay, so that's an automatic hit. So basically what you're going to do is you go up to the upper right-hand corner of Fantasy Grounds where the plus-minus symbol's at. You're going to click on that. You're going to click on the critical button so it highlights.
Sorry, hang on. Start again.
It's fine.
Top right-hand corner.
Upper right-hand corner is a plus-minus symbol. Modifiers is what it is. Little bitty square.
Yeah.
Click on that. Click on the critical button so it highlights.
Yeah.
Then give your damage to Clarg.
Okay. I'm sure he's probably got more hit points than what I'm about to deal, but
if the damage and drop it on his token.
Could I make it non-lethal damage?
He does not look bloodied yet. He looks like he's not really hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah. And then I'm probably going to just move away again.
Okay, so you didn't have him targeted, so you got the damage. Grab the
real bad.
Oh, critical! Really? Critical combo for Clarg. Okay, grab the damage and drag and drop that on Clarg. Grab that 12 and drop it on him, and there you go. Yep. Now he's looking a little peaked. He's bloodied. Means he's past his half hit points. Okay. And I just got I got a fumble. Really, Loco? Is that what you're giving me? Is that the love you're showing me, dude? Really? I'm offended. What was that? Critical fumble, from Zeke. Awesome. Oh, for Clarg, yeah, which is me anyway. Thanks a lot, Loco. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Okay. What else?
I'm going to dash back out.
Okay. Sure you do, Loco. Sure you do. Okay, anything else or pass your turn? All right. Well, Clark steps over here to try to swing at Loco. I mean, swing at Dog. And that's critical fumble and automatic. His attack automatic misses. He swings and he
good.
Step out of the way. However, Ripper does not have that issue. He targets you. He has pack tactics, so he gets to bite you with advantage, and he does. And then you feel the great force of him trying to push, and you almost fall down to the ground, but he cannot do it. Damikos.
I'm gonna move closer to there.
Perfect.
And let me just check my spells again. I might use my acid splash on both of them because they're right next to each other.
It is a 15-foot. No, it's actually two creatures next to it. Yeah, you can. You sure can. It's a well done spell. So you would target both of them. You've clicked on yourself again, so make sure you unclick on you one. There, there you go. Now you got it. All right. I think it's is it a acid splash?
Have I clicked them both?
Yep. You look in the combat. No, you clicked off the wolf again. Look in the combat tracker. You only got Clark target. There you go. Okay. So now you give him acid splash has a save. So you're gonna just click once on the save. It will roll it for both of them. They both fail. Wow. So give them both acid damage. Just click the damage. You hear the wolf yell out in pain as it rips around and flops on the ground, kicking and screaming, and then all of a sudden it just eats into its brain, and then you just you hear the life just wheeze out of it.
No one bites my bitch.
Okay, anything else?
I can't really do anything else, but I might just step away from Delg.
Can. All right. You'll see a little area behind you. Kind of leaning up against the stalagmite there. Just kind of watch what happens. Watch the action with Delg and Clark.
Exactly.
Yes. Pulls out a cigar or popcorn. Wants a show, Delg. Damikos wants a show from you. Okay.
Go on, do it.
Anything else or pass your turn, please? Delg, you are up. What you gonna do?
This boy.
Gonna do when they come for you.
I'm gonna hit this boy.
We're waiting. Dwarf wants to play. Tickle, tickle. Kank. You miss.
Inspiration.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You may use inspiration. Yes, you may. Okay. That's a hit. Okay. Clark is still standing.
Oh no, that was meant to be a D10. Oh no, never mind. Don't worry.
Okay.
I did. I'm gonna use, if I can, my action surge.
Yep.
So I can get another additional action then.
So basically, yeah, check. You have it. Check on it to turn it off. But you're going to use it, and you basically get a whole nother action.
Which page do I check it off on?
It's on your actions tab. Just all the rest of your stuff on where your swords and all that down below. Under class ability. No, change your mode back to combat. Change your mode back to combat. And see the little tick mark next to action surge?
Ah, there we go.
There you go. That means you've used it. There you go. And it'll come back once you have a rest. Slammo. No victory dance still. No victory dance or anything like that.
You killed him.
Delg's a dwarf, not very excitable.
What is your reaction, Delg?
He looks to Damikos first.
Well, that was kind of easy.
Yeah. Looks for permission from Damikos first. Alright. Delg drops. It becomes eerily quiet in the room as you see nothing else about. Group, you have killed Clarg. The Alaria, the wolves, you will see for a moment that they bow up toward the nook, the cave area up there, looking, and they kind of bow and drop their heads for a moment, and then they turn to you, and with the moment they give you another bow. You can feel gratitude and thanks for what you have done. Though they enjoy having you as a member of the pack, it is unnatural, so to speak. Even though you have, they can feel the beast mode in you and your abilities to turn and all that. They are going to go rejoin, find the rest of their pack. Maybe down the future, if ever needed, make a call to them, and if they're nearby, they may come be able to assist you if ever needed. But they're moving towards the woods, the woods that are basically the Neverwinter Woods, which is on the north side of the Tribord Trail and all that, just north of where y'all are at. They're going to go return to their home.
I bow my head to them and thank them.
Okay.
And give like a beastly growl that says, I love you.
Inspiration card. Okay, another Okay, damn it goes. Okay. All right. They run off. You hear them howling and, cutting up and all that as they take off in the blink of an eye. They are gone. All right. Damikos, you have inspirations been given to you. Would you roll me a d20, please? Nice. 18. That's a gold card. Here. Roll on this table, please. Action. You may take an additional action, bonus action, or reaction. Nice. Give that to Damikos. Just so everybody sees it, this is what she won. All right. Okay. All right, what are we doing? It's kind of quiet in here for the moment. You've got dead goblins laying around.
I think we should go towards the bridge because there's nowhere else to go from here.
Yeah, y'all see a bunch.
Well, can we?
Go ahead.
Yeah, can we check? Can we check in the room to see if there's anything in there that would give us any kind of idea of what else, where the guys we're following have gone and all the rest of it?
We need to look for clues.
Yeah, so what you kind of see so far is there are supplies all stacked around the walls of this cave area. Piles of sacks and crates. There are, you see them marked with multiple symbols. You see the Lion Shield Costers remark here. You see Praetors. You see several other trade groups and all that. And supplies, they're just bunches, things piled here. You know, just store goods, things like that. Stuff that you've heard has been missing and been stolen off the trail area. Other
Once
than
we
that,
leave, back.
Say that again now.
I said once we leave to go back, after we've obviously found people, we can always take that to the town.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You see what's a hole in the ground to the west there, and it looks like trash and shit and everything else. You know, it's just basically a waste hole. And that, you know, it looks like it's, if you look in the hole or get close to it, it looks like it looks down into the area where the wolves are at. You also find there's a pallet over here. Looks like the bugbear's pallet, and there is a chest next to the pallet as apparently Delg runs off. Delg comes back. What about Damikos and Dewey? Elars and Dewey, what are you doing?
Yeah, I might as well come on up and enjoy the celebrations.
Okay, you move in there too, and there's a chest right here.
Is the chest open?
No.
Can we break the lock?
I don't know. It does have a lock on it.
Can I try opening it?
It has a lock on it, Damikos.
I'll try and lockpick it then.
So yeah,
Yeah,
someone with thieves
smash the lock.
tools. Yeah, someone with thieves tools would have to use their proficiency, and
Yep.
Just roll your thieves tool. Roll a check for me. Dwee says, "Step aside, big man. Big purple man." Well, hell, why don't you just crit it? Even though it's not a crit on skills check, but yeah, you just kind of go. Oh, and you actually walk up to it and you thump the lock and it falls apart. And you just kind of look at Dan and goes, "Really? You couldn't even open up a lock?" Yeah, it was broken. Yep, the lock falls to the ground.
Show me the money.
You open it up, and inside you see a bunch of copper pieces. You see a bunch of some silver pieces. You see 2 red potions. Looks very similar to the potions that y'all carry around, have been using. And then there's a little jade statuette of a frog with some little golden eyes. You know, looks kind of nice. You know, little, fits in the palm of your hand.
Take it all.
And so we put it in the party sheet. What
Okay.
I do is, and you can open up your party sheet, and you'll see that gold sitting there. We can disperse it out when y'all are done, so you know how to. Everybody can get their share if that's what you want to do. There's a little jade statuette, a little simple frog, and then there are 2 potions that you don't know what they are. They have to be identified. They look very similar to the potions you're carrying, but you're going to have to figure out what they are. That's it. And you have all the provisions that are laying around here.
Okay. Should we try and take a short rest here, or see if there's anything over the bridge?
Main one that needs a short. Nobody's been hurt. Well, you can short rest to get a couple of spells back possibly, and Del can roll hit die if he wants to.
I would like a rest.
Okay, so you want a little short rest here? All right.
Where do you find your inspiration cards?
Say that again now.
Where do you find your inspiration cards?
Go over the upper right hand side of Fantasy Grounds. There's a notes banner. Click on notes, and there's a table sits there. It says inspiration cards. See that? And you can open it up, and you can see what has been what you have won. Each of y'all have won.
Oh, it's to do with a long rest.
Do I get my hit points back if we have a short rest?
Okay, so let me give you a short rest.
Wait. Oh no. Oh.
Okay,
I
no.
was going to do something first.
What you need to do? Tell me. Sorry.
I was going to use my second wind.
That's fine.
Because
You
it will
can,
restore
and
my health.
you can just give it back. I'll just give it back to you. That's fine. No, go right ahead.
Okay, cool.
I'll show you how to change that. So go ahead and use it. So you would actually, you don't need to check it off. You just basically give yourself the heal. Just before you did your win. Yeah. Boom. Okay. So, well, you needed to target it yourself. So grab the 4 and drag and drop that on yourself in the combat tracker. And that will give you the heal. Wait, did you roll the actual dice or did you just roll a D10? What did you do?
I just rolled the D10. I
Oh no,
couldn't
you
see
gotta
any...
do it. You gotta do it from the ability on your actions tab. All your abilities.
Okay, cool. I got it.
Yeah. Okay. So target yourself, or you can drag the heal on yourself in the combat tracker, and it'll give you the heal that way. So your decision. You can click on yourself in the combat tracker and roll it, or just grab the D10 plus 2, drag and drop it on yourself in the combat tracker. Either way works. Okay. You target it yourself. Click the heal. No. What are you doing?
I have no idea. I can't find anything to roll it with.
Okay, you gotta hit the magnifying glass and open up. There you go.
There
He's
we
gotta
go.
learn.
I haven't had to do that bit before.
Okay, it's because we don't play. You guys are. This is part of the deal. You're learning, and once a week plus everything else that's going on, you're just allowed to screw with you and make fun of you for a little bit. That's all. But yeah, there you go. So now normally you would check it off, and that would go away. But now just don't check it off right now because you would get it right back after the rest. So you're good. And change your mode back to combat. There we go. And so
Does that mean we get all our spells back?
no, only some of you would get a spell back based on ability. Depending on what you are, you might get a first level spell back. You need to look what happens with so like Damokos, you got 1 spell slot left. I don't believe that you get spell casting. I don't believe you do. Wizards do.
I get to use my points anyway, don't I? If I want.
You can use your sorcery points, and so those are labeled on your actions tab too. And basically, you have the ability right now. Sorcery point? Yeah, devil. That's what I thought. Long rest will give you back everything, but a short rest. So your sorcery points, you can use your 2 sorcery points and get a spell slot back. So you would basically check off the 2 sorcery points.
So I'd add 2 again, yeah.
And then uncheck one of your spell slots if you want to do that.
What about me?
Well,
I don't know how many I get back. I don't know.
So are you going to do that, Damokos?
Do I have to do it during the rest, or can I do it in combat?
Nope, you can do it anytime you want.
Okay, no, I'll just leave it for now because
Okay.
I might not need to do it and then do it another time.
Perfectly done. And Ilaria, I think with you, your ability as a druid, I think the same thing. You have to do a long rest too. Yeah, druids, ritual, but you can cast rituals, I know that. Druids long rest unless circle gives them something. I don't think she's circle of the moon, which is the wild shape. Circle forms, which gives you that gets the combat wild form too. Yep. So long rest for you, Ilaria.
Okay.
But your spell slots, you've used all your spell slots, so those need to be checked. All 3 of them. Boom, there you go. So sorry. That doesn't take away from your cantrips, both of y'all know. Your cantrips don't require spell slots, so you still have those abilities. But your level 1 spells are higher, Ilaria, for you, or you're out of ammunition right now. Okay. All right. So We have killed Clark. You have found a bunch of supplies. You
Still no
still
sign
no.
of the two guys.
That's right.
Yeah, I think we need to go over that bridge. Because there's nowhere else really to go apart from out the cave.
Yeah, we obviously need to take back the supplies at some point.
Does the short rest give me any more health back as well? Or is it just...
If you wanted to use a hit die, you could roll one of your hit dice. Those are down. You have a hit die per level, and they're down at the bottom of the front of your character sheet. And Delg, why are yours missing? What have you done, Delg? You didn't.
I've got a health calculator. It says like class plus stat plus second and
It's class
miscellaneous.
plus your
I don't know.
base, which is but your dice are not there. There should be two. You should have two dice sitting right there. Hey Sidwee. Why are you missing your two hit die? No, that's your death saves.
Death.
Yeah, you don't want those. You're missing. Huh. I have to reset that. You should have a two dice sitting there. Basically, your hit die is, I think you're a fighter, is a D10. You could roll a D10. You have two of them to roll, and you would then be able to get that amount of hit points back, and then you get your hit dice back when you have a rest. Yeah, your hit die is a D10. So where's the D? There we are. For some reason it wasn't on your class and level. Sidwee!
Okay. I can use it any time.
You only during a short rest.
Only just after a short rest, so I can't use it in combat or anything.
Well, yeah, you cannot. You would have to do a rest to do your hit die. But you only got 3 wounds right now, and you're gonna, so you're fairly. I mean, you could use one right now if you want, because y'all are still in a resting period before we move out. If you wanted to try to get those 3 hit points back, that's up to you.
I mean, if I can only use it once and not until we take another rest, I may as well use it now.
You have 2 dice. That's right. Yep.
Cool.
It's up to you. There you go. Okay, you're full back to health.
I say we need to go over the bridge and look for this guy.
Shall we go over the bridge then?
Y'all are
Let's do it.
Not me.
Right.
Coast moves off.
Can I
Says,
lead the way?
"Follow me."
Do you want to lead the way, Ilaria?
On it.
Is that any quieter, Devil Dog?
What's wrong with Devil Dog? What do you do?
My mic was really loud.
Sometimes when is it? I thought it was Dwee. That's no, not Dwee. Delg. Oh, sometimes you're projecting. Yeah, you get closer to your mic, but
No, Jack's a mumbler. He wouldn't have been shouting.
all right. Y'all move up, and so you see a tunnel. And it goes. You see the bridge, and you see that it crosses over. Apparently, Delg, are you joining us? And and Dwee, you're you can't see Dwee.
Ilaria's leading the way, Delg.
Just so you guys remember is Dwee is blind as a bat right now.
Yeah, I'm holding hands with Delg, I think.
Sure, that's his hand.
Lead the 2 midgets together.
I've adopted him.
Right over. Okay. Okay, Ilaria, you. Where's my dog? Where's my store? Why'd you break my store, dog? Dog, you're scaring me.
What can I see from this side of the bridge?
See a tunnel going off, and then it begins to turn a corner.
I'm charging in.
Actually, dog, you have everything in the store is sub-based now, so subscribers get access to it. I think that may be why it didn't come up for you. You were a subscriber because you were gifted it. But you know everything's in the store. Almost everything in the store is now available via the cards. All right, Laurie.
Can I see any more from here?
Look at you getting pushy. Man, you see it begin to turn, headed back down south now. Okay, you move
It
up.
might just be go in a circle.
Yeah, well, no, actually, you're going to see farther off. You see some kind of a rock slide, a hole in the wall along the southern area there, and you see a faint firelight, very faint, coming past that and it looks like it's another room. And there is a faint glow in there.
One moment as the channel pauses in recognition for the presence of Devil Dog 1833 in chat. We humbly bow before you.
There you go, Gary. Hey, Gary, I sent you a PM in Discord. You haven't responded back to me.
I am going to try and sneak up and have a better look.
You didn't answer me, Gary? Oh, that hurts. You can make me a stealth check in the tower. You don't want to be pun. Oh, Gary. I thought it was kind of funny. Okay, where are you moving?
I'm kind of trying to stay against the wall.
Okay, you can. You're going to move up, and you're going to see into this room. You begin to see some pallets, and there is a wall along the southern part of this cave area, with 10-foot kind of a rise. You see another plateau up kind of above it, and you see into the room. There's some there's a stair. There's another stone stairway going up to this level, and you see a goblin up there that is he's got a sword in his hand, and he's munching on something. He's got a bone in his mouth. You'll see him right here, and then right around the corner, you see, where are they? There, 5 of them sitting around.
Did you say 5?
It's Johnny.
That's a lot.
There they are. Boom.
Uh-oh.
What should we do? And also, Dwee, why are you still on the bridge?
Yeah, I think you guys should come a little bit closer.
Because he can't see in the dark.
Yeah, Delg stopped holding my hand.
Alright, I'm just gonna put it on
Delg.
my shoulders for now. I just put him on my shoulders.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
Behind Aria,
I'm gonna.
so the goblins can't see me.
All of a sudden they're sitting there. All of a sudden you see one of them go, "I smell something funny," and he gets up and he steps up and he walks around and he stares, and once again he looks around the corner and he sees you pressed up against the wall. Ah! You know, man, elves! It's an elf! It's an elf! Help! Help! help, help. And you all see them all start spitting out bones and all that. And they start picking up their weapons. And this one at the top says, "Stop. You'll come no further or I kill him."
Who's they gonna kill?
You see him point. He's got a sword in his hand. And he's pointing to something back that you can't quite see from where y'all are at in the angle.
That's probably our mate.
Yeah, I kind of step out because he can see me, and I just say, "Okay, calm down. Let's all calm down."
Let's just have a drink and talk this through.
So here. So this is basically okay.
I don't want them to know that there's more of me, like more people in my party.
You go away, or I kill him. I kill human. We tell Clark.
Don't tell him that he's dead.
Are you sure?
Make me a...
No, because they might attack us straight away.
Laria, make me a perception check. Please. You faintly hear a faint moan coming from somewhere up there. And the goblin turns on, "Shut up, you!" And he kicks something. And you're,
And I say, if you don't want to end up like your friend Clark, then I would suggest that you calm down and step away from him.
"He's mine!" And the goblin steps into the darkness, away from where you can see him. You hear some ruffling around and all that. "No, you move! Don't move! I'll cut his throat!" But you can't see the goblin now. The other ones are starting to draw. You kind of see them slowly inching their weapons out, and a couple of them are grabbing. They look like they're slowly looking down at a bow that's at their feet. "Don't come in here or we kill him."
Shall I run out with my bow and arrow and try and hit the guy that's gone into the darkness?
It's a 10-foot. There's a 10-foot escarpment up there. You would have to get up on the stairs or whatever to see him. That ledge there you see is 10 feet up in the air to the next rise.
I really wish I had some spell slots.
Don't do it. Don't be stupid.
Can I?
They're humans. And
Can I try and persuade him?
You don't see him right now.
If I went up the stairs, would I be able to because of my dark vision?
You dark vision, y'all can see him. Yeah, once you move if you move up to get an angle on him, your vision will show you that. But you're from where you're at right now, and unfortunately, he has stepped behind the wall there, and there's another stalagmite on the ground that's blocking the view. "Don't come in here, or I slit his throat. He die."
Well, I don't trust Del to do it.
Maybe we could lure out.
Can I try persuading him?
Maybe we could lure out the guy who got him and say, "If you don't show us who it is, so we know it's someone that we care about, we're going to kill you all."
So, Laura, you're trying to persuade him. As in, what are you trying to? So tell me more.
So he'll come out to the edge a bit, so we might be able to get a shot on him.
Yeah, but it's not the person.
I'm gonna say that Clark is dead, along with his little wolf, and if you don't come out, show us who you have, we will kill you all. There's 50 of us out here.
I start banging my axe on the wall.
"How do I know you tell truth about Clark?"
Can I run back and grab his head?
"Bring me his head."
Yeah, do it.
Delg's gonna have to hold my hand.
Oh my god, dog. Gary, why did you? What are you doing, Gary? What are you doing? Oh man, really? So now we're gonna have an evil NPC that's going to terrorize all the groups. All right. Well, that's what that's for. All right, my friend. So it won't happen today. We'll get with him. So yeah, well, so no, that's what the haberdashery or NPCs that were bought to be created for. They were crossover games and all that, and we're getting ready to have their. But no, you bought. But there is a $50. There was for a evil NPC that will come across and interact with. Now we have the haberdashery. Now we're going to have the evil group. We'll need to figure out what the name of that is. That is a thorn in Praetor's side. All right. So we'll see. Well, so you and I need to get together and we'll start planning this out, my friend. We'll see what happens. But are you not going to do pun then? Are you gonna pass on pun then? Is that what you're saying, Gary? You don't want to be the little Quasimodo imp for the haberdashery? I'm being silly, but I'm serious about it. But I am being silly. Okay, back to the deal. While we back to the action, folks. Yeah. So
really, I'm gonna carry you on my shoulders, and I'm gonna dash back to the head as fast as I can go.
Text me.
Well, I might as well just stay with the guys.
Gary, text me in Discord. Send me a private message. Remind me to do all this. We'll talk about it all afterwards, please.
Someone get his head.
Dell, you don't have to move. You don't have to. I know that you're running. You're basically taking off, leaving poor Dwee in the darkness.
He's fine. He'll just sit in the corner.
Well, there's a faint outline in front of you, Dwee, toward that room. There was a small campfire, barely lit, just enough heat to cook a little food, and they're chomping on it, or they're using it for warmth. You don't know what. There was just small little fire there, so you can kind of see shadows. But that's about it. So he's not totally in the dark. But you come back with the bloody head.
I'm gonna throw it into the room.
You throw
without being seen.
Well, they see you.
Just rolls into the room.
Yeah. So they all you see him jump back. The head rolls into the room, clanks around, and then ends up, here, and they all look, and then you'll see the goblin come walking out of the darkness, and he go, "Oh, they tell truth. Not bad. Now you make me leader. I lead stuff. Okay. Well, I still want 200 copper for this man. Can't have him unless you pay us. That's the deal."
Bring him to the middle of the room.
He's right here behind me.
Who is this guy?
Bring him out. He has to be alive.
I don't know who he is. We just found him.
Show us, or you get nothing.
You guys don't trust a goblin? Come on.
Hell no.
You see him moving around, and he drags and he pulls, and all of a sudden he says this. He's almost dead anyway. And he pulls up, and it's an older gentleman, graying hair, and he's got blood coming out of he's got several wounds on his face and his lip. Looks like he's had the shit beat out of him. And he's sitting right here, and he drags him, but Jameek goes, "I'm not stupid," and he holds him, and he puts him right on the ledge of the 10-foot drop, and he puts his sword right to this human's neck, and he goes, "Pay me or I cut his throat," and he die. And it looks like this individual is damn near almost dead.
Let's chuck the coins in because we got 600 copper.
Yeah, we do. We
Stole
it from them anyway. Might as well just give it back.
I don't know, because I'm kind of feeling like we shouldn't, because we just killed their bloody leader.
And just briefly, "Don't do it!" You come out of the guy's mouth, and the guy goes, "Shut up, you!" And he hits him on the head. You're making charge.
That guy's not worth 200.
Okay, then I just kill
He's
him.
almost dead.
Then I just kill him.
Silver coins, isn't it? Which is nothing really, and we've got 600. It's only copper.
Okay, we'd be like, okay, wait.
No,
We'll
you
give
wait.
you the money.
Tell him all the goblins have to leave apart from him.
All the goblins have to leave.
We go back to our group. That's fine. We didn't like working for you. We hated Clark. He mean to us.
Just say the 5 of the goblins have to leave now. Otherwise, they get nothing.
I'm not leaving without my... No, I'm not that dumb. You pay...
Well, we don't fight.
You pay horny... The funny-looking woman with the deer horns coming out of her head like an idiot can come up here and get the man and take him away. And then we leave.
Well, I'm a boy for a start, so don't
he's not talking. He's talking about Ilaria. He's making fun of. Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Making fun of my antlers.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should make them work better because they can tell they're falling out of your head. They're fake.
Your mama.
Well, I didn't know who my mama was anyway. I'm a goblin.
I say just
like any other woman, goblins sleep around a lot.
Okay, you have a deal. I will come in and collect this guy.
I thought it was funny. Okay, apparently not. Okay, so... Oh, wait, no, we said the one with the fake horns. Not you, dwarfy man. You go away.
I'm gonna go wait
You're
by the
a bitch.
cave entrance.
Well, we can't leave if you stand in the way.
Get out the way, Delg. You're ruining everything.
Oh, Delg, you're gonna move it over. Delg, would you make me an acrobatics check when you step back there, please?
Oh, okay. What's going on here?
Please.
Delg.
He stepped on the edge there. Acrobatics check, Delg. Oh, Delg. Sweet! Delg loses his balance.
Oh, no.
and slides down the embankment.
Oh, fuck.
Delg.
Ilaria moves up, and they're holding so the goblin kind of steps up, and he... Where are the copper pieces?
We'll give you an extra 50.
I hold out a coin purse.
You gonna give him the 200?
Yes.
Okay. We'll subtract it from your stash. And he grabs the bag from it. He looks at it. Ooh. What's 200 look like? I don't know. Don't know how to count. They all kind of look at each other. They didn't think about that. And he kind of, well, give me. And he comes up here and he walks up and he up the stairs and he goes over to Yumik and he hands Yumik the pouch. And Yumik, okay, you can have this old human. He no good to us anyway. We're gonna leave now. You take human and go away. And we pack up our stuff and go. And they kind of step back. You can kind of see that there's more room back here. It's a little cave area. Kind of where you're at. And they just kind of slump them on kind of drop them on the ground right here. But you got your word. You got to leave now. You take human, go away.
Should I go pick him up?
Yes.
Well, they want just Ilaria.
Yeah, no, I'll get him.
It's just Ilaria, yeah. Okay, so you slide up there and you grab a hold of this man, and he's going, no, we need Gundren. And he basically just.
I just stop.
We need to attack him.
I say, Gundren, he's here.
And the guy passes out. Ugh.
Do you reckon he's round?
Okay, let's get him out first and come back and get Gundren.
Okay.
Del, do you want to go slide down into the river?
Laura, you going to move to the edge there?
I'm good. I'm going to try and get back up.
Well,
Why?
No, I didn't mean to move.
Oh, that's Delg. Well, Doug, they're standing in the way right now, so they're going to have to move out of the way for you to get up there. You're just kind of looking up at them as you took a rock slide down. Okay, so what are you doing, Ilaria? Tell me what's happening here before we do all our funny moves.
I was trying to move out the way so that Del could fix his silly mistake.
Well, you're dragging.
Can I,
you're dragging Sildar out right now.
Okay, well then, Del, you're on your own for a minute. I gotta get this guy out.
Okay, so where are you moving him to? Okay, you're gonna move all the way back there? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Dwee, you're just kind of in the dark, Dwee. You're just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to give me an acrobatics check.
Do we know what?
To get back up.
Do we know what's going on though?
He kind of fumbled around in the dark. Okay. Doug moves back up. Dwee moves a little bit forward. The goblins are sitting there. Looks like they're. A couple of them are watching the entrance. The other ones are grabbing stuff like they are packing.
Shall we just hide around the corner and see if?
Yeah, I think so. I've got like 100 ball bearings or something, so I reckon we should like ambush them on the way out.
Yeah, go for it. Shall we hide around the corner then?
Maybe at somewhere where they can't run so quickly, or we need to find a good place to do this.
Because they're probably going to go down that little chute where Delg fell.
I doubt it, 'cause they might take damage.
Should we go?
Because we don't want them to take all the supplies as well.
Should we go to the supplies then? Because then if they come for the supplies, we can be there ready with our to attack them.
They could bypass us and just go on the path on the way out, though.
I say just go to the mouth, or just run in and attack him.
Yeah, I could just literally chuck in the ball bearings in there, and we can just attack them there, I guess.
You talking about throwing them in the room and they're at?
Potentially.
Unless
let
you
me
moved,
just
it
check.
would affect you if you moved into the room too.
Away.
Yes, you could chunk them in there, but it would make it difficult terrain for everybody in that room then.
Oh, I see.
I suggest that we go back to the other cave where we killed the other guys and the wolf, where the supplies are.
On the bridge, just in
It's
case.
an easy exit from there because we can kind of slide into the bit where the first wolves were and then exit the cave that way.
Delg, do you want to go hide under the bridge? Because then if they take Gundren down that little slopey bit, you'll be able to see that.
Okay. Slide.
I can't set traps, can I?
If you have the utilities and all that, sure.
Where can I find that? Sorry, in my.
To do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're retreating, Delg. You're moving down the slide, going back down again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna go hide under the bridge.
Okay. Oh, here, I'll unlock tokens for a second, and y'all can move freely where you want to move as the goblins are packing. Yo, Dwee, Damkos, you've got this old man. You can move him too.
I thought I had the old man.
I know, I'm pulling him next to you.
Okay, cool.
Damkos, Dwee.
I might go hide where the wolves were.
Demikos, bring Dwee wherever you go because he can't see anything.
Dwee can't see. Okay.
Shall I stay here?
Yeah, if you guys are in there, then we're all kind of connected. He's safe here, but yeah, we need to ambush him on their way out.
Delg, you're not hiding under the bridge. Okay, we're gonna watch now.
Oh.
Right, stay stealthy, Dwee.
Can I chuck the ball?
No, they're leaving.
Do they have the guy with him?
Not that I can see.
What do you see,
Can you try and
Delg?
spot him? Do you want me to roll for that, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is it?
They're leaving.
They're leaving. Oh,
You don't see them carrying anything but a small sack of, a pouch bag and stuff, maybe the size of basketball or whatever. They're not carrying anything big at all.
Then that must mean he's still
go
here.
back to that little cave and see what else is
They're
there.
running out. Ah, run away! We got free. We can do whatever we want to, suckers. And they
right. Should we go look for?
We let them go.
They disappeared. Away they went.
Okay, so somebody's got to check it out.
Y'all move up
I'm going in.
Yeah, there's a spot there with a little blood and stuff where it looks like they had this human tied up. There is not a second individual in there.
Where's he going?
Right.
Can we give the other?
Is
guy
there
a
any
health
clues?
potion?
Can I look around?
That they just where you can see a pool of blood in a small little burlap blanket, whatever was in a bowl, probably where they had them. That's about it. But you don't see anything else in there.
Okay.
He's not here.
Should we give?
Let's go get the other
guy a health
dude.
potion?
What's that?
We should go back and talk to him first.
What's that, Demikos?
Can we give him a health potion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we give him a health potion, and we basically ask him what he meant by talking about Gudrun.
So yeah, y'all give him some time. He comes out of consciousness, and you give him a potion. It heals him up, and you see him get a little color back to his skin, and he is takes a moment, and he goes, "Water, please. May I have some water?"
Del, get him water.
Oh, I've already gone to the health supply.
Well, there's water in those are just supplies. The water's over in the pond area. Yeah, wrong water. There you go. So y'all get some water, and he drinks it, and he kind of washes his face, and he says, "Thank you. I'm in your debt for saving my life. I am Sildar Hallwinter. Thank you very much. Have you seen my friend Gundren?"
That's what we were going to ask you about.
He's not here.
How do you know of my friend Gundren then? How do you know who he is? I do not know.
We've been sent to help you.
By whom?
That's on a need-to-know basis.
Well, y'all would send from the. You could okay. Yeah, Praetor. You're not supposed to tell him Praetor. Just make sure you remember that. He kind of writes. No, we were.
I think that's why we went silent.
We left Waterdeep and bringing back. We had placed some orders for some more supplies to a few of the consortiums there. The Praetor's Haberdashery, the Lion Shield Coster. We've had issues. They've had issues this area for some time now with caravan trades, and a few people have been missing. And I made friends with Gundren Rockseeker. He and I had met in a tavern, and we're just simply chatting, and I told him about where I was headed to, and he said he was also to head back toward the town of Phandelver to meet up with his brothers Tharden and Nundro. They had discovered that he had a map that he said was very valuable and was going to lead them to something called, I think he called it the Wave Echo Cave. A great magical item was in the cave, and it had been lost to the ages, and they were going to retrieve it. And we joined up. I would travel with him because I am of the Lord's Alliance, and I am coming here to find my friend that I sent here named of Larno Albrecht, I had sent here a month ago a couple of months ago to research what's happening in the area, because there's multiple caravans being stolen. We've heard of orcs in the area. The town of Phandelver has got problems apparently, and I sent Larno to come do some recon for me while I was gathering getting my business in order, and was coming to bring some law and order to the town when my communications with Larno basically stopped. I have not heard from him in almost over a month and a half, and I decided it was time to investigate what was happening. And so, with Gundren as a companion, we set off after making the rounds in Waterdeep's trade district to get the orders placed for the new supplies, and we were headed back when we were waylaid in that gully passage area by goblins. Several goblins and multiple bugbears. They seemed to be waiting for us, and they took a keen interest in Gundren. And we were waylaid, our horses were killed, and they dragged us, knocked us out and dragged us here, I believe. But I just thought it was my imagination, but what I heard, the goblins, that unique foul creature that he was, that there was the goblins and Clark had orders to waylay us, and they sent Gundren on somewhere else to meet the Black Spider. That I do not know who that is, but they must have truly taken Gundren somewhere else and left me here to die with these foul beasts. That is why I told you. I do not know.
You owe us 200 copper.
What?
He's joking.
Said you owe us 200 copper.
We stole the copper in the first place from the goblins. We're fine.
Yeah, but it's still ours.
Well, I am good for some
Anyway.
money. I'm good for some money. If we could please get me back to Phandelver as soon as possible, I will pay you if you will escort me. What's that now?
Yes, we will take you.
Yes. I can offer 50 gold pieces from the Lord's Alliance if you will get me back. And then he's looking around, he's regaining himself, and like you, he begins to see the trade goods everywhere. Well, it looks like you may have solved part of the mystery of the area, because I see the lion shields, I see praetors, I see multiple logos on those grids that were probably in transport to Phandelver in the area. Those will fetch a handsome reward if they're taken to town, I bet. But please.
Yep, we're planning on it.
Get me to Phandelver as soon as you can.
And you're a midget.
So we gather everything up.
Well, you gather him up. That's going to take multiple wagon loads.
Yeah, can I set a trap or something at the top of the stairs? Actually, I don't even know if I can do that.
Well, you could try through your thieves' tools.
Yeah,
right?
I think I'll do that. Just
the thieves' tools are basically just lock picks. Hold on, let me make sure. I thought maybe they're really not trap setting. So, yeah, to disarm traps and open locks and all. Yeah, they're not really thieves' tools. You would have to.
Okay.
You could make me a survival check.
Sure.
You didn't. You're not. Yeah. You don't have enough tools.
It was a good idea.
Yep, you were trying, but it doesn't hold.
Okay, I say we get him back and come back for the supplies.
We can always let him know about the supplies, can't we?
Could I just stuff my pockets with a few bits just to kind of show the villagers that there's stuff there and maybe they can come and get it?
Yeah, you probably grab a small bag of sugar, a few things that are smaller. Most of it's in big crates, and some of it's been opened, but a lot of it's just been sitting there, And
can we all take as much as we can carry?
Yeah, I'll try and carry some.
You can carry a little, but there's a lot here. You're going to need wagons.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this guy back.
All right. Y'all, excuse me. Y'all head on out. And you know the way, so to speak. You come on out of the area here and head on to the road, and then within a little over a day, a little bit over a day, you make your way to crest over the hill to see the town of Phandelver for you.
Shall we take him to the inn, or shall we take him to where we can leave our horses again?
Yeah, let's go to Bethalor. Is it Bethalor? Bethalor? We go to that guy.
Barthen Provision House.
Barthen, that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah, go to him and have a chat with him. And well, Sylvan's like a free man anyway, so I'm sure he'll probably have an idea of where to go and who to talk to.
Yeah, so you start pulling into town, and you see him relax. He basically, knowing that now he's inside, back into civilization and all that, and y'all start pulling up to Barthen's, and he says, "Yes, I believe I have not met Elmar, but word of him and his hospitality and his professionalism, is known in the area, and yeah, you see all Alcino doing, and he sees that y'all are just, you got a couple you only have 2 horses, remember, so you let him ride a little bit, and he thanks you for that, and he seems very anxious. He goes, "I must get some rest. Let's meet at the Stonehill Inn," and he points to it, and y'all already kind of relay to him that y'all have been to the Stonehill, right? The inn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to remember what y'all did. I got to go back and look at that. And so he says, "But I need to." He says, "I owe you. Like I said, I owe you the 50 gold, which, as you understand, I do not have on me. But I am going to let me get down to the townmaster's hall. I need to deal, unfortunately, with the pompous ass named Harbin. I need to check in with him to see what's happening in the area. He's about to have some really bad news. I want to check on him. I will get word to my guild, my faction guild, that I'm alive, and that they will send me some money, and I will ask for the extra 50 and get that so that I can pay y'all for escorting me back here safely. But if all else, make way to the Stonehill Inn, and I will return here toward the end of the day and revisit with you, and I thank you for what you have done."
That's
But
all right.
No trouble.
I will get your payment for you. Okay? And so he excuses himself, and he heads on out, and you kind of see him walk down, and he walks it through the courtyard area, headed south, when you lose vision of him.
Let's have a pint, guys.
Take a long rest.
Yeah.
Yep. Y'all make your way down there, and looks like Sildar didn't get far, because he's standing out in front of the Stonehill with Toblin and his wife Trilena, and they're clasping him, and they Harbin and Toblin and them are chatting, and he goes, "No, you need Sildar, one, it will wait. Please come inside. Let's get some food in you, and some proper clothes, and a bath." And Sildar's going, "No, I must find Alarno. I am concerned." And they go, "That will wait a few more hours. Your health and your sanity will not." And Sildar you kind of see him, he's on his last thread of energy and all that, and you can just kind of finally all see the battery drains in him, and he just kind of, "Okay, maybe you're right." And he goes, "There's so much to do and so little time." And they basically grab him and hold him up, and they turn and they see y'all, and they wave, and you see Toblin kind of give you the thumbs up, great job. And he kind of motions y'all, to head toward the inn, and they kind of help him in and inside into the dining area and all that.
Okay.
Let's have a pint.
Yeah, let's all buy a drink and start figuring out where Wave Echo Cave. Is that right?
Yeah, and we've got to wait for our 50 gold pieces as well now.
Yes, yeah. So y'all move inside, and they've got some food. You see multiple people sitting there, all kind of looking, and you're smiling a little bit, and they're looking at Sildar, and they're shaking their head. You see all different kind of thoughts, processes happening, and Sildar's being he's got himself a little hot towel. He's wiping his face. And they give him a little food, and they motion for y'all to a table next to Sildar. And they will give you some food and some drink also. And Trilena just goes, "Blessed bless you, group, for bringing this man to us. We had word that he was going to come and help us deal with all the bad things that have fallen on this town and Phandelver and the area. And with him here now, maybe things will turn. We need to get to the bottom of the death of our woodcutter, and someone needs to make the Red Brands pay for what they have done."
The Red Brands. What are they done in this situation?
They're the ones that were having the party when we were last here.
The Red Brands. Did we not? So I don't remember what I told y'all about the Red Brands, but if we'll review it, you will begin to hear that. You hear when y'all hear them say the word Red Brands, there's kind of a hushed look, and they look troubled look across their eyes, and they will let you know. Well, act like you maybe not heard all, but the Red Brands have been in town for almost a month and a half. They have been terrorizing our town, and they are just a group of ruffians that are running roughshod over everybody. And basically, because we have no law and no real town master or sheriff to enforce that law, they basically kind of begin to take over the town. And they point, most of the time the drunkards are in the Sleeping Giant pub, which they point kind of eastward. And y'all heard when y'all came in, there was a big raucous party happening in this building that's got the circle around it to the east. And they said, yeah, we, if it wasn't for, Sildar's possibility and the possibilities that he brings to us, who knows what we would done, we'd be able to do. Thel Dendar, he's our wood carver here. He stood up to the Red Bands about 10 days ago, and they cut his throat right in front of everybody and left his body in the public area, and it sat there. And when they finally removed it and all that, it was gone the next day, but so was his wife and daughter and son. They were taken in the middle of the night, and no one's been able to find them. This is Trilena. Stonehill.
How many of them make up the Red Brands then?
Oh,
Brands.
We've lost count
Brands?
of them.
Brands.
We've lost count. 10, 15, 20. Their numbers are growing. And if we had a town master that stood up to them, we had real law enforcement here, somebody that was some balls in them, we wouldn't have this issue. And Sildar's going, then that is what I'm here to stop, my lady. But unfortunately, Gundren and I were waylaid. And he begins to relate that tale again, and they all go, oh, his brothers were just here not just 5 days ago, and they've headed back up into the mountains, upset that their brother was late, but they knew that Gundren knew how to find him. So they took what supplies they could get here, and they headed back up in the mountains. Who knows where? They didn't say where they were going, though.
Have you ever heard of a Wave Echo Cave?
Can't say that I have.
Well, that's a shame.
A couple people look around and they all kind of... You didn't think it was going to be that easy now, did you? Nope. you basically see the kind of look around. A couple people look at each other and go, "No, never heard of it." That where y'all
No,
are
it sounds
at?
like a good place. No,
Well,
it
we're
just
in a
sounds like a
cave.
cool place to party.
Well, you want to party, think you can survive, you can go down to the Sleeping Giant, but I wouldn't. That's just silly.
Yeah, I think we better try it out. We got to like see. We're going to be spending a bit more time around this town probably, so we got to see what's
Yeah, let's
about.
go check it out.
Try them all out.
I could always go into the giant and do my thunder wave.
1 moment as the channel pauses in recognition for the presence of murderous in chat. We humbly bow before you.
Thanks, B. So when y'all checked, yeah, then Sildar, y'all are chatting and all that, and then Sildar goes, "But there's good news, Toblin. And if you didn't, we need to let Elmar know too. These lovely individuals, these companions, did save me from some murderous goblins, but I believe they have solved one of the riddles of the area, in that the cave where they kept me at and were hiding out these goblins, they seem to be the ones that were causing all the caravans to be raided, because there are numerous wagon loads full of goods stored in this cave. And I think we would to pay them for their service is to get some wagons together, and we need to go up. It says, give me some time. I think I can remember exactly where we came out of, but we need to go and retrieve all that, because surely Elmar will pay for something, and I know Lenine will pay for the supplies that she was expecting. He looks to y'all, and y'all can make, if you look across the courtyard there to the other tall big building that is there, that is the Lion Shield, because I saw its banner hanging from the door. You may chat with Lenine, and I'm sure she will give you a bounty for bringing the goods to her that belong.
I say let's go get them in the morning.
Yep. Sildar says, yes, I must rest. We must take pause here for the night, for the end of the day and night, so I can get my strength, because I believe now it is time to pay Harbin a visit at the Townmaster's Hall. And if y'all would be so kind, if you would want to join me, I would appreciate the extra muscle, let's say, for the moment, since I am, unfortunately, have none of my armor or even my lovely sword that has been in my family for quite some time. I would need a little, I would like to have a little extra backup, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So we can, if we don't mind, I must get a bath, and I would like to get asleep in a real bed, not a cold, hard stone floor with a burlap sack for a blanket. And we can meet back down here in the morn and go over to the Townmaster's Hall. And when that's finished, you are free, to go check in with Lenine and see what she, along with with Elmar, will give you for recovery of the goods.
Sounds good to me. Should we go to the Sleeping Giant in the meantime?
No.
Yeah, let's rest up. We can always check those guys out next time we're in town when we're feeling a bit stronger.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, we need all our spells back if it all goes to crap out there.
Yep, I'm going to need my spell slots, so I need a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you'll have a few more drinks, they're actually, though they can't really afford it, they are putting it on the house for y'all for the moment, because y'all have done a great service for them and brought Sildar to them. And
can I do
Delg,
don't
take the piss.
What's Delg? What are you doing?
Can I do a performance there? It's part of my gladiator thing. It's part of Popular Demand.
That's your decision if you would like to do a performance for them before going to sleep.
I egg him on. I egg him on and tell him to do it like as the best show he's ever done.
Yeah. So our mic's, Delg's mic is a little weak. Delg, I'm not sure your volume's low. So, but Ilaria and Dewey,
he mumbles.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sing anything.
Yeah, your volume's light. Not sure what it is.
What?
He's mumbling.
No, I'm speaking loud enough.
Well, where's your mic at? Is that on your headset? Is that part? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, because it's hanging down there. If you were to put it up next to your mouth, I bet it would be a lot louder. Just so you know, Doug. Mics have to be close to your mouth. Better? Yeah, if you held it to your mouth, say something for me.
Is that okay?
Better. Yeah. But, it's fine.
Like right next to my mouth.
No, I'll bring everybody else's volume down because they are projecting. They're actors. Okay. All right. Maybe that'll help.
Actors.
Go on then, Del. Do a gladiator performance for us all.
I'm gonna grab a beer and then go hide in the corner.
I didn't think this through.
Okay.
I just roll my eyes. Anticipation.
Can I play my lyre?
Hold on, their volumes are way too low now.
For everyone to hear that's in the tavern. Everybody, come and see my friend Delg. He's the greatest gladiator in the land, and he's gonna put a show on for you.
Okay.
Okay, so my musical instrument that I have is a lyre, so I'm gonna play that, which is like a little harp thing.
Okay, so give me a performance check. Here it goes, folks.
Please be a 1.
We all laugh at the funny idiot.
Del?
And we all move away from it.
I'm in the corner, so you two can join me.
Yeah. So,
Can I do a couple of flips just to show him up and make the crowd happy again?
You begin to start doing that, and everybody starts leaving. Well, it's tired. Look at the time. They don't even have watches on. Oh, it's late. We need to go. And they kind of slam their beers and their drinks and all that, and they set him down and they push their coin. And before he's even halfway done with his performance, it's empty. And
I'm one of the people that left.
Yeah, Toblin and all them, they're not even in the room anymore, and Sildar's not even in the room. He's already made his way upstairs.
Guys, we've got the place to ourselves now.
You can have it all to yourself, Delg.
I'll drink all the beer.
Yeah, Delg, when you finish your last bounce, you look up, and there's nobody in the room.
Just all alone.
We're all alone. Yes, Delg.
I have to give the bartenders just a few copper just to.
They left too.
Oh, okay. Time for bed.
Yeah, but basically he closed the place down early. Real early.
The only one there is Delg.
Delg. That's what I said. He looks up and there's nobody left. They've all left the room. It's very quiet. You don't even hear crickets outside chirping. So, all right. So, yes, everybody makes their way upstairs and a long rest is given. Boom. All are rested and well and begin to wake up and can make your way downstairs to the common room again. We're waiting on Dale. He has to get another drink for that poor performance.
I think you might need to change the color of your dice, Del.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
No, I'm keeping it like that.
What is... Oh, we're changing spots. I'm like, what's happening here? Alaria and we have changed.
Alice is going for a fag, so she's has to go outside.
But how did y'all change? So y'all changed cameras? that what y'all do?
No, computers. I'm in charge of Ilaria. But
okay, yeah, because now her picture's on Dwee and your picture's on Ilaria. That's okay. No, that's fine. Let me fix this.
We should be on.
I don't care. Actually, I don't care. People know what's going on. Hey, they're married. They're brand new parents. So hey, we cut them a little slack.
Yeah, we can do whatever. That's
yeah.
Cool.
So,
we definitely need it.
Y'all make your way back downstairs, okay? And it's morning rested. You're all well. You went too long to get a little breakfast, a little coffee in you, or a little stiff drink, depending on whatever your poison is. And
whiskey.
Yep. And Sildar comes down, looking much different now. Combed his hair, very, say probably in his late 50s. Where did he go? Did I close Sildar down already? Really?
Is he a silver fox?
Kind of like, yeah. Oh, really?
You can tell you're a dad. That was such a dad joke.
He's in his 50s. Yeah, he's silvered hair, got a little stubbly, gray, beard. Definitely, you can tell that he knows how to hold himself, but he looks like he hasn't seen, though he's not out of shape. He hasn't seen battle for quite some time, but he definitely you can tell that he would know how to handle himself with a sword and all that. And he nods to everybody and sees, that he looks at all of you, that he can tell he's very much refreshed, feeling much better. And he says he will wait, he is going to have his breakfast, y'all all kind of eat. And he says, when we're ready, we will first head to the town master's hall. I believe it is time to give the pompous old ass Harbin a bit of bad news that he's not going to take well to, but so be it, because the Lord's Alliance is going to begin to exert some control in the area now. And he just kind of eats and he waits for y'all to finish up what you're doing and join him.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, anybody got anything they need to do? We're ready to go. All right. So y'all head down to this red building here. And you see it's a sturdy room of a building, pitched wooden roof. There's a bell tower in the back you can see. As you get closer, you see there's a sign posted on a little notice board. And it talks about orcs. And there it is. All right. And y'all will see a building. I have a map for it. Isn't that nice? Front porch to it. There's a back area where the tower's at. We're not worried about that right now. And all right. Coming toward y'all. One moment. Okay. Boom. All right. Not too worried about that, but y'all have any questions? Y'all basically see you're in front of the town master's hall. Sturdy building, a couple of windows. You can kind of see that there's a waiting room and some benches right in a window area here. You can kind of look in and see it. And he says, follow me. And he just he hits the doors, and immediately makes a loud entrance when he walks into the room. Definitely not being bashful that he is, if he's going to be disturbing somebody, he does. And there's nobody in the area. And he just kind of stalls, and he just kind of looks and says, yeah, give him some moment. Watch, he will come out. There's no way that they did not hear me enter. And it wasn't too long. Yeah, you don't wait too long at all. And come here. Where's my town master hall? Not too long. A gentleman comes out of the door here from a posh little office that you see, and he goes, "What is the meaning of this? Who comes into this early morn? Who are you? What is your business here in Phandelver?" And Sildar goes, "Harbin, I know who you are. You have been expecting my visit for some time now." And Harbin just kind of looks and says, "You must be Sildar Hallwinter, that the Lord's Alliance has sent, thinking that they can take over command of this town." And Sildar goes, "Think is not the word that I would choose. Mind it carefully, Harbin, or you will see the end of a rope. Lord's Alliance has domain over this area, and you know it whether you like it or not." And Harbin goes, "I don't fear you, old man." And he goes, so they get into an argument, and they are basically back and forth. And Sildar is basically, he basically continues to exert his control, and Harbin's slowly backing down. And you can see that, and he looks, "You have no right over this, Sildar. I have been a duly elected official of this town and all that. You just can't do that." And Sildar goes, "Watch me. There's too much violence. There's too much going on in the area." And Harbin goes, "Well, what would you want me to do? There's no security force. There is no sheriff's office. There's nothing here. I'm doing the best that I have. At least I have a little money to give someone like these stout individuals." And he kind of walks past Sildar, forgetting him. And he goes, "Yeah, like the four of you. I bet y'all would be looking for some good money. If you notice the sign that I have outside for the orc reward, that's 100 gold pieces I will pay to any group that takes care of the problem. What say you, group?"
We found your supplies. Do you not want us to do that first?
"What supplies are you talking about? I don't have any supplies."
They weren't going to. They were going to the shop, weren't they?
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not. You're going to the shops. He's the mayor of the city, of the town.
Yeah, we're up for it. I'm up
See,
for it.
Sildar, that's how you exert control. And Sildar's just kind of fumes a little bit, like y'all, he wasn't expecting y'all to, and take it, but he goes, "Yes." And he points to a map, and it's a map of the general area. And he kind of tells you that, yeah, the old Reverend Tor is a mountain area located in the very far eastern, southern area underneath the old ruins of Connieberry. And he points on the Tribor Trail, and he sends you all that. You see this map, and he points to it, and it's somewhere over there. You can't miss the rise and the crag of the mountain, and the old owl well, the old decrepit tower that is there. If you stand in that area and look south, you should be able to see the tips of the Reverend Tor. My understanding is that orcs are in the area and have been causing problems for some of the caravans and all that. And bring me their heads, and it's 100 gold for the group. That is my offer. That is my job here, Sildar Hallwinter." Sildar goes, "Be that as it may, at the moment you do retain the title, but when the communique that I sent off last night reaches the Alliance, the authority will be sent to me in sealed documents that you will not be able to ignore anymore, Harbin, and I will cut you down if you so choose to resist and not pay heed to the Lord's Alliance ways. So I will cede to you the moment that you have control and may hire these individuals to do something like that. But come in the morn or within 2 days' time, once I have my documents, your authority here has ended, and that will be the end of it. And if you resist it anymore, I will run you through. And he kind of looks at y'all and he goes, do it as y'all may, young group. I thank you for your companionship and saving me. When you're done with this oath, and I have received my documentation, let's revisit again, because I have need of individuals such as yourself, and I can pay a lot more than this idiot can. But for the moment, I will acquiesce and retreat back to the Stonehill Inn to gather my strength up, because I am going to need it to set about the rights that have wronged this area and find my friend Larno. He is here somewhere, and I will get to the bottom of what is going on in this area. And Harbin just kind of, boy, he runs his mouth a lot, doesn't he? And Sildar just kind of steps outside, looks around a little bit, and you see them heading. He basically starts walking off, headed back toward the Stonehill Inn.
What should we do now then?
Harbin goes, now that pompous fool, really, he's just got a lot of hot wind in him. He has no idea what he's talking about. But you, good sirs and ma'am, I am true to my word. 100 gold if you will take care of the problem of the orcs. That is paramount to this area right now. Nothing else is.
Gundren could be there. You never know.
Who
What
did
about
you
the
say?
supplies
We haven't
then?
much.
What about the supplies in the cave?
Do that as you must.
I think
I have no sway or concern about that.
We'll go and tell Barton about them.
Yeah, you gotta talk to Barthen and Lenine.
Barton, yeah, go talk to them about it.
Well, if you want the 100 gold from me, bring me back proof of the orcs and their heads.
It's going to be a couple of days to get there, isn't it?
But most certainly is just like 4 days. 4 to 5 days walking.
Sorry, whereabouts is it meant to be?
On the map I sent you.
I don't
Son.
have it. I've got the town hall.
Son.
A long way away.
South of the old Owlwell. Where that line is. Somewhere in that area.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just trying to find the map. I haven't got
You may have it behind another map. Just close your town hall. You'll be back to the Sword Coast.
Aha. Okay. So we are looking south. Okay.
Go east all the way, then south of the old Owlwell. Back in that area is called the Reverend Tor. A crag of a mountain. That is where the orcs are seem to be coming from.
Did we leave our 2 horses with that guy?
You checked him in at Barthen's. You just put him in the livery.
Are we able to buy or borrow 2 horses off of him, and that
You have
might
to find
make the
out.
journey a bit quicker?
Gotta find out.
We could go and tell him about the bounty. Well, about the supplies, and ask to borrow 2 horses to go do this orc thing. Then we might be able to get there quicker.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think many other people are going to take up this job, so I feel like it's something we have to do.
Those
Should
decisions.
we go to
About the supplies
I'm up
so
for
you
it.
can get some horses.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay. So Harbin says, I will await you here. You know where to find me. I'm not going anywhere. And he basically steps back into his office and shuts the door.
Okay.
Let's go.
So what are our options then? Our options are go to this place where these orcs are supposedly meant to be, or go and see Sylvan and do what he suggested, which is, I can't actually remember.
We also going to go see Lenine and Elmar to tell them about the provisions and all that, and get set up. You need to retrieve them somehow. You've got multiple loads there. You have your one wagon, but you checking them. But you got 4 or 5 wagon loads fulls of stuff there in the cave.
Well, they can borrow our wagon, if we can borrow 2 of their horses and go do this orc thing.
Would they be up for that trade?
Let's go and ask.
You have to ask.
We ask him. Head down there and ask.
So where are you going first? Back to the town map. We have... Come here. And come here. And... Y'all come out of...
Should we go to the inn and let them know what our plan is? And see if we can find Gundren on our way?
You've got the Lion Shield, which is here. And you've got to go to the provision house where you know where it's at.
Yeah, let's go see the people in the inn first.
Lenine? Yep. You can see standing on the patio of the town hall, you see over this other building, the wooden shield with the blue lion painted on it.
Okay.
A shield with a blue eye.
Yeah, did you say a blue shield with a line on it?
That's correct.
Do we know if it means anything?
The Lion Shield cost. Yeah, it's the Lion Shield cost. It's the Lion Shields. It's a group. It's a trade group out of another city called Yartar, and this is run by a name you heard about a lady named Lenine. It is a adventuring gear type. Lots of stuff there could be bought. Your normal gear type stuff if she has it.
Okay, let's go and stock up then.
Let's go shopping.
Yep. So you walk up and you see some big windows, and you see a woman actually moving about, and blonde hair, mid 30, mid 30s, early 40s, somewhere in there. And she sees y'all's walking up, and she stops, and she's looking at you, and she kind of straightens herself up, wipes her hands off, and she opens the door and waves to the group. Welcome to the Coster. They call me Lenine. How may I call you?
You can call me Dwee.
You can call me Delg.
Why, pleasure. Please, please. What brings you to the doorsteps of my humble?
We need stuff.
And what stuff would that be? Unfortunately, I am low on goods right now because we have been beset by multiple raids and caravans being lost on the trail. But I will sell you what I have.
Do you have any health potions?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Do you have any weapons?
Do you think you could have a look at our potions that we picked up on the trail and just check to see if they are what we think we are?
I unfortunately do not possess the power of identification and scrying and all that. You would need to go up to see Sister Grail. She is she is basically our religious spokesman in the area, if you call it that. Her humble little shrine, she points back toward y'all, there's a little stone structure, a makeshift shrine, just north in the courtyard area there. And she goes, either Sister's usually around there cleaning it up, or she's in her house, which is just directly behind it. She has those qualities about her. I unfortunately do not. I deal in physical stuff that one can hold and harness and understand how to use the moment they pick it up. And she motions you in to the room and area, and you can see that she's basically got she normally would have a standard array of venturing gear and weapons, some simple weapons and arrows and bolts and all that. But she looks a little light on her inventory.
Okay. What can I produce the frog with the eyes and ask if she knows anything about this or where to go about this as well?
Yeah, she says, well, that is one. If you once you get it appraised, you can certainly trade it. You use it. You either use it for trading and purchasing, or actually, you're smart. You can take it down to the miners' exchange and visit Halia Thornton, and she kind of points down south, and there's a bigger building, a simple square building, and she points south, and she goes, that is the miners' exchange, and Halia Thornton, and she trades for precious items and goods and things like that. She, the miners come in from their prospecting to get food and drink here in town most of the time. Unfortunately, not many have come back in since the Red Brands have started to lay waste to the town. But they don't seem to pay much attention to Halia. They leave her alone. Maybe they understand that Halia is not one to not be messed with, because she controls most of the money that flows in and out of here. And they haven't looked stupid enough to deal with her for some reason. But she can definitely give you appraisal of items like this, and she will, definitely you find other items of value like that of gems and coin and all that. She can trade you properly for that stuff. And she's also what y'all will be able to do when you carry a bunch of coins on you and you want to trade them up. Basically, you can take 10 copper pieces to make 1 silver piece and take 10 silver pieces to make 1 gold piece. You basically can change your money in, because I'm about to give y'all some money here in a little bit, and you're not going to be able to walk around with all that, 3,000 gold, coins on you. So she's basically telling you that Halia is where you can do all the trading, and also acts as kind of like a bank. You want to deposit money in to be able to hold on to. She is the person to talk to. But for me, like I said, I trade in normal gear and weapons.
You got any arrows?
She does. She does some arrows. Yep. You can stock up on arrows.
Restock on those.
So it would cost you, but you just kind of see if you open up. So you want to buy stuff. You open up your player's handbook. So you would go to your library, okay, and open it up, and then go down to player's handbook. And when you click on that, you'll get your index, and then you'll see equipment. And then you can click on adventuring gear. And anything in there, most, not all, you'll be able to get. You just got to ask. But she has arrows, and you can buy a single arrow for 5 copper pieces, or you can just stock up a full 20 for 1 gold. So what I'm going to do, however, though, what now?
Are you able to buy more arrows than you've already got, or 20? Like
yeah, you can. You can buy them a couple of 20. You guys will have quivers, so you could stick a little bit more in. You're not going to be able to buy more than a couple, though, because you know how you're carrying them around, unless you want to buy another quiver. There are certain magical items that you can find that allow you to rack up more and more arrows that magically can hold them all for you. But you could buy another quiver of arrows and be safe. But I'm going to give you your gold and your silver pieces that you all now have been given. And you can see in your inventory now, if you go down to your inventory tab, you look down under the treasure, you're going to see the outer column is the one that we're worried about. Got 100 copper. You're carrying all this stuff around. And I'll fix. I meant to do it after I did the leveling up, but I'm going to put an item in your equipment, Lil, that basically says this is how many coins you're carrying, because each coin will have a weight to it, and that will then affect what you can carry. Because right now there's no weight to any of these coins, so I'll color them all up basically after y'all spend some stuff here if you want to. And then I'll fix all this up so it makes sense for next time. But for the moment, you all have you have some moolah that y'all found. You can purchase stuff, basically whatever it shows in the inventory list on the player's handbook. That's the cost it will be. But you need to ask me what you're buying, because some of the stuff she does not have. She does not have potions of healing. She doesn't have any magical items, stuff like that. She's basically going to have your basic store items. If you need rations, torches, quiver, bows and arrows.
I get a fishing rod.
I need some rations.
So she has rations in there. You can look at it, you go down, open up the equipment and adventuring gear. And I believe if you scroll all the way down to ours, rations, 1 day. 5 silver pieces.
I'm gonna buy some arrows.
Go right ahead and subtract them. But your arrows are, you want a single arrow, 5 copper, or 20 arrows for a gold piece. Basically, buy what you want. You can then you can go then, let's say, Damokos, you're buying, you've got, how many arrows have you shot? You shot 4. So, crossbow bolts. You're doing crossbow.
Yeah.
You're doing crossbow bolts. So those are different, not arrows. Those are bolts. Yeah. They're the same cost. But you can buy the 4 that you shot, or you can buy a few more if you want. You just need to say how many do you want to be holding on to?
Well, I've barely used them, so I might just restock up on the 4 that I've used.
You can buy the 4. You can buy another 20. So you basically, if you wanted, you can have up to 40 on you. I'll allow that unless you want to buy more quivers and all that. Okay. So what you do is change your ammo to 40. Okay. Go to your inventory. Okay. And go down to crossbow bolts and change that 1 to 2. There you go. You stocked up. You did.
Can I please stock up on some rations?
Yes, you may. Each ration is 5 silver pieces. Y'all should have used you probably used a couple of rations, each of you a piece. So don't forget that.
I fed the wolves, so
That's
I'm
true.
sure I probably used quite a few.
Yeah, you probably used all yours up feeding the wolves.
I think I've got 4.
Let's see. You have. You need to check. Yeah, so when y'all use them, you check them off down on your actions tab of your character sheet down at the bottom. You have supplies, and you would check those off there. Yeah, so rations you could. There's 2 places you took care of them. You got 4 left, but if you go to your actions tab and scroll all the way down, you'll see where I have rations, just like I have ammo and all that. And you check those off as you use them, and so. You would, normally you carry about 10 days worth of rations on you. So you would need to buy 6 more or 30 silver pieces or 3 gold pieces, basically. Was what it will cost.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep.
I'll bring it up to 10, so 6 more.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Gentlemen, anything for y'all? Or y'all good?
I'm just trying to understand what you...
Say that again now. What now?
You want to go first?
What's up, Dwee?
Okay, I don't even know where you guys are looking at getting all this stuff from.
Okay, so go to your library, bottom right hand corner of Fancy Grounds. Click on that.
Yeah.
Okay, scroll down to find your player's handbook.
Yeah.
Okay, click on that.
Yep.
Table of contents shows up. Click on equipment. The shield. Click on adventuring gear.
Okay.
Okay. So now you have some of the stuff that you can get in normal adventuring gear, the things that she's going to be holding on to. She'll have some of this ammo, not much, but she has some. She doesn't have really anything of the holy or magical items. And she's got some equipment packs, but basically you're seeing some of the things she would carry. You got to ask me, would she have this at the time? Because she is running a little light. So she's not going to have a lot of the more eccentric or unordinary items. But you want rations? She's got some rations. You want some torches? She's got some torches. And it shows you the cost for those items in the second column. And then it has the weight, which it'll bring over when you buy this and put it in your inventory tab. It adds the extra weight appropriately for you. So right now, the girls have bought some arrows and some rations so far. If there was something else you wanted to think that you would need, you purchase it here.
Okay, I'll probably get another quiver so I can have 40 in total plus the extra that I need to make it all up.
There you go. So you shot 9, so you need 29 arrows. So you could buy a quiver of arrows for 1 gold piece, and then you need 9. So it's 40 copper 45. So roughly 4 silver pieces and some copper. So there's your math, and you subtract that from. So you know what you need. When you go to your inventory tab and you scroll down there to the treasure, you can then change all those, the outer box number. You change those to what you spent.
Okay, I see. So you just put in on the outer box, like in copper pieces, if I put like 5 there and then put 40 in silver.
You subtract what you have from those numbers. So those outer boxes are what you're carrying right now. So you have 20 gold on you. Actually, you have the 10. That's actually 30. I'll fix that. You have 27 silver pieces, and you got 100 copper pieces. And so you're gonna do reverse math. You're gonna subtract. You wanted to buy 1 full arrow quiver of arrows for 1 gold piece. So you would take out 1 gold, and then.
So I make that outer column 9.
Make the outer column, take it to 19. I'm going to get rid of one of the columns here. That's an extension that I was playing around with, and I meant to turn it off. But we're going with the outer columns right now. And I'll fix that for y'all after we're done. So you would take your 20 to 19 to buy, knowing that you just bought that quiver of arrows. Yep. And then you're going to buy 9 more arrows. So that's going to cost you 45 copper pieces. So you can either deduct that 45 completely from the 100. Yeah, there you go. Now, what you need to do is go up in your inventory there, and it says crossbow bolts 20. The 1, change that to 2, because you're holding on to 2 full sets of crossbow bolts. Do that in your inventory.
That's the point. I don't actually have a crossbow. I've got a bow.
What? Oh crap!
Yeah, I've got.
You got the wrong. I put the wrong. Did I put the wrong ammo in there? Oh, I must have. 1 second. We will fix that. It's the same.
Well, am I proficient in crossbow, because they actually do more damage? So I could potentially buy one if she's got one.
No, it's simple weapons. So you can change your short bow. You could buy a crossbow from her, because I think you came with I think your rogue and all that, and what you purchased, you came with the bow when you started off. So
right.
Yeah. So, you can go back to when you're in your equipment, there's a weapons area, and it will show you that a crossbow is 25 gold. So it's up to you.
And does she have it?
She has a crossbow.
I seem to be doing a lot of shooting.
Yep. So you could sell your short bow. She basically says, she looks at your short bow and she goes, I'll even money you. The short bow's worth 25 gold too. Rogues can only use hand crossbows. It says simple weapons. Simple, proficiencies, Gary says simple weapons. So that means simple melee and ranged. Buckaroo. Says simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. Are you saying, I think the hand crossbow is a martial weapon. That's why they're allowing you to use that. He's not proficient in a heavy crossbow, but he can use a simple light crossbow. So you can do, so she basically said she'll trade out the bow for the crossbow.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So you don't need to spend any money. Yeah, I hear you. So we're going to get rid of the short bow, and you're going to get a crossbow, and we're going to get the 2 things of, not those arrows. I want crossbow bolts. Where are they? There they are. Okay. So you got 2 of those, and they're in the quiver. Okay. And you've got ammo now, 40. In your actions tab, you'll now see that you've got 40 crossbow bolts to shoot. There you go. You just went shopping.
Amazing. So now, does anybody else need to get anything?
Delg?
Does she have a couple of hand axes there by any chance?
Let's see.
She's
Does
got
she
a
have?
No, I'm buying more.
She looks at you and she says, "Are you sure that you are adept with hand axes? Because I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself."
I'm perfectly fine. Trust me.
Don't trust him.
We all look a bit worried.
I know. She's kind of noticing that. She goes, "Well, yeah, I have a couple. They're 5 gold piece a piece. So it would cost you 10 gold for 2 more."
I would like 2 of them, please.
Okay, so just change your inventory. Take out 10 gold from your 24. So you got 14 left.
Is that in the treasure section at the bottom?
So go to your inventory tab first. Okay, on your character sheet. Okay, scroll down to the bottom where it says treasure. Change the 24 to 14. It's a simple melee weapon. It's a light weapon, Gary. Okay, then change your hand axes up above to 4, and then go over to your actions tab. Okay, and change your ammo for hand axe from 2 to 4. And uncheck the one that you've got checked off, showing that you picked it up. Yeah, that was a short joke. Oh, really? So Pun Boy, you're about to be Pun Quasimodo. Okay, you keep that up. So that's payback. Okay, you've done shopping. Anybody else?
Absolutely.
Are we good? Any other questions?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Yeah, I spent 30 silver pieces, and I only have 27, so I don't really know what to put into my treasure section.
So, Laria, let's see, who was that? Was that Laria or Damikos?
Yeah, Laria.
Okay, sorry,
yeah.
I wasn't looking at the window. So
That's right.
how many silver pieces did you choose? How many? Did you spend?
I spent 30.
Okay.
I bought 6 rations, so
Okay.
30.
That's fine. So you need 3 more silver pieces. So that's basically 10 silver pieces is a single gold. And so you basically could, cash in 1 gold piece for 10 silver. So you could change your gold pieces to 14 and then give yourself 37 silver pieces and then do the math. There you go.
Done.
Okay, that's it. You shopped. Okay.
Lovely.
We need to go see the lady about the potions.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
She's in town, right? That's what the person was saying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who was in town? I'm sorry.
The potion lady.
Oh, yeah. She goes, yeah, she basically told you Sister Grail lives up there, or she's in her shrine, or she is in her house taking care of stuff, taking care of her shrine, blessing people, and she's been gone. And yeah, she's usually there. She's been traveling a lot lately for some reason. So I go to visit her, say hi, and normally she's been home, but of lately apparently she's been out, which has been strange. But you usually can, but that's where you can find her, and she can identify those potions for you.
Let's see if we can catch her.
Okay, so y'all are doing all that. When y'all turn around and walk outside of the Lion Shield, you see coming around the corner from the Stonehill down the street, coming toward y'all, 4 individuals. They're kind of walking a little funny in the road, and they got these red sashes or these red smocks on them, covering up, and they're kind of filthy. What now, Damikos?
The red coats.
Yeah, so I didn't say that. The red brands. Okay, the red brands are coming. They basically kind of, you see one of them grabbing a bottle and he's kind of chugging it back a little bit. And they come around the corner and they're walking straight down the road toward y'all. And they all kind of stop and they're looking at y'all. Look at those pretty faces. Maybe their faces need to be beat up a little. Who are y'all? Y'all don't belong here. You guys need to get out of our town. And they basically says, let's just shoo them out. Boss man doesn't need to know about them. Let's just kick their asses and have some fun. What do y'all say, boys? And they draw their weapons and will hold there for the night.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Start off with a bang next week.
Street battle for next time on Praetor's Rejects.
Good thing
The
I've
British
got 4
invasion.
throwing axes.
Yep, you have some throwing axes. God help y'all. You stay out of his way. Don't want to be in front of him because if he rolls a 1, he's going to hit y'all with them. Okay.
It'll be fine.
Good job. That's where, we'll hold right there. You're going to have a little battle there in the main courtyard area of the town. 4 individuals, a little inebriated. Looks like they may not have bathed in a couple of days. Come walk around the corner. They were headed south down that, the road between the town hall. They were coming down that way between town hall and the line shield when y'all came outside. And they didn't like what they saw. We're going to kick y'all's butt. And y'all got a fight on y'all's hand next Sunday. Dun, dun, dun. Good job. Any questions or concerns, comments?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
I'm keeping up, I think.
They're ready to call it a night, folks, there. It is 11 o'clock there. So we've kept them up past their bedtime. I don't think so, really, but that's just what we're going to say. Good job. Folks, anybody watching, hanging around, thank y'all very much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday here. We will be back tomorrow night. I am understanding that we have, I believe, John Day from Uncensored D&D, the Facebook group, is going to be speaking with us on the Wizard of the Couch show at 9 o'clock. And then we're here for a whole week of streaming. Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Now we've got Thursday night coming on for Tales of the Yawning Portal with the Thursday group. Then we're back here Friday for our North American tour version of Lost Mines of Phandelver. Some statesmen and some Canadians are playing. And then Saturday night, it's an off night. We figure out we'll stream some every now and then. We'll put something on the channel. And then we're back here Sunday for the British invasion of Lost Mines of Phandelver. So that is what we've got going on this week upcoming. And we just wrapped up Virtual Cobalt Con. It was a great time, good turnout for everybody involved, and it looks like it's the way we're going to be doing more with some other cons and helping out getting the cons virtualized as they can't actually have the physical ones right now. So that being said, group, if that's it, we'll say good night to everybody. We will see you on Wizards of the Couch tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central. Take care. We'll see you.